Something like this. Oh my God.
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Rick Schrader. You're talking about your ex-wife. You ever see her anymore? Or
No. I don't know what she's...
The cord is severed.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah, I know.
Did she like your comedy? Did she come see you and you do your stand-up comedy at all?
Yeah, sure. She enjoyed it, I guess.
Come to think of it, she wasn't that bad after all.
What was I thinking?
Well, can we...
No, she was not big on approval. This is what I'm getting at in a roundabout way. Make sure you find the right person before you get married, because the first time I got married, I looked, and I thought I found that person who would tell me those 5 words every man longs to hear. Get off me, you're heavy. Are you done yet? That's one of us should be enjoying this. Of course, my personal favorite, when you're inside me, I feel nothing. Yes, I tell you this to bring up this. A little bit of Rick Schrader arcane trivia. She said every one of those to me in bed at one time. I swear to God.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did. Every single one of those.
You poor man.
In 6 years, what kind of a schmuck am I?
You had to have at one point said, I love this woman, right?
Huh? Yeah. I can't get enough of this. More stress.
Wow. You remembered them word for word.
Oh, yeah. Those are things that catch your attention.
When you're inside me, I feel nothing. I have to write that down.
That is a direct quote.
Oh, wow.
Because we're working up there. I'm trying. Boy, I got it in myself that time. I think I'm on a roll here. It's not fair. Well, I don't know. I shouldn't. Women have such a hard time achieving orgasm. Maybe it's because you got a big, fat, sweaty guy on top of it. That would break my concentration. I'm trying. Pillsbury Doughboy thing. I can't feel my legs. You're the one, baby. Dear God, let it end.
No, it's just beginning. I can't remember his name. What's that guy's name? He's very funny. Help me. Son of a gun. I knew it.
Oh, it'll come.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
I can see him.
We'll figure it out.
He's a trombone player.
When you're inside me, I feel
nothing.
It's the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Rick Schrader.
Rick Schrader. Yes. Hello, Pat.
It's on, Pat.
Pat, you're on.
Stop hitting the microphone.
Yeah.
There's
hear
Willie.
anything.
I can't
Willie
hear us.
Griswold.
We hear you.
Hey, buddy.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom. Yeah, we can hear you, and apparently your monitor's off. Yeah.
Who's been in my room?
Someone
in here?
Goldilocks. We'll figure it out, Pat. We have a back skating at full strength today. We have, as you heard, Chick McGee at the Dude Wipes Sports Desk. Opened up with a little bit of Rick Schrader,
Yep.
who, interestingly enough, a little obscure, more Rick Schrader trivia. He, I want to say, played trombone in a band with Kenny Gorlick. Anyone?
I know who that is. Kenny G.
Kenny G.
He was wise to go with just G, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
Well, maybe Rick should have stayed with Kenny. I imagine that the checks are probably more substantial. Let's see now. Look around the room. There's Ace Cosby.
Does money buy happiness, though?
No.
Absolutely.
Sure
No,
helps.
yeah, I think it does.
Sure helps.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
Nothing else. A 3-car garage.
You can be comfortable, miserable.
Yeah, we're lucky to have Ace here. Apparently,
It was so great.
Someone ran a red light.
He came in and he goes, well, I'm lucky to be here. Some guy ran a red light.
That was the first thing I said.
They almost ran right in, and Tom and I just sat here and looked at him. Like,
That's always scary.
Yeah.
I got the green. I'm halfway through, and I see he's not slowing down.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that is always scary.
Dad driving in late this morning almost killed Ace. What happened there?
Now that would be tidy. Although it sounds like I owe somebody $10,000 and they didn't come through with the hit. I don't know what the problem is with this.
And I got another letter yesterday going, I believe it was, "Dear God, has Ace fixed his window yet?"
No.
And then he said, "Am I correct?" I don't have the letter here. "Are we approaching the 1-year anniversary?"
We have to be in one year, over a year.
Yeah, let me think this through. The passenger rear window of your car is still plastic.
Slip down, yes.
Because the window has slipped down into the door.
Correct.
Probably a 10-minute repair at the most.
Yep.
I'd like to get a mechanic on this. What kind of car do you have?
A nice one.
He has a Honda Pilot. You know what? Somebody could just pull
What
him
are
out of the
you?
parking lot.
Wait a minute, hold it. Time out.
Yeah.
Do you know what radio is? Do you have any idea? And I know you're this legend and you've been on air for. Apparently, you've forgotten that if you don't talk, people don't know you're here.
Let's see. Don't tell people what I drive.
Yeah.
I think the window gives you away.
That's the funny part.
Oh, yeah. You were aiming for a joke.
Yeah, the cops go, "I knew it was Ace. I didn't pull him
Yeah.
over. I saw the window."
I saw the window.
So
out.
anybody want to finish paying this guy off? I had him killed today. Anybody want to help me with
I was
this?
at a basketball game the other day, and I couldn't find my car.
Oh,
They all looked
no.
alike.
Yeah, right.
Now, I will admit, for some reason, people are worse drivers than they've ever been.
I agree.
And
Awful.
it's not man versus woman. There's no special ethnicity. People of all ethnicities have become terrible drivers.
Thank goodness you.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Well, and you said that like that was showing that you're progressive. And, you know, you'd think it would just be Polish people. You were kind of saying it like that.
We all know who he was talking about.
I think we all-
Come on.
Not a lot of blondes.
Stop playing the game.
Come on. Come on, guys.
Well,
What are we doing this morning, guys?
Lately, it's just.
The running the red light thing has gotten really bad.
But the thing that's the
Well,
worst.
guess who's the king of running the red lights in this room?
Tom,
It depends. It's what the hour is. It.
what's the worst thing you do? Running the red light, running stoplights, not following the speed limit, or texting in parking lots?
Texting.
Oh, texting in parking lots. I certainly do that all the time. But I'm parked. It's okay. But yeah, I don't know. The worst thing to me when you're driving is everyone has that one intersection that they hate where they have to sit and there's one of those left turn things that it's real quick. You've got about if you're lucky,
Yes.
4 cars get through.
Yes, I have one.
There's
I
one
know.
right near here that I go and invariably whoever this is on their phone texting, the little green arrow comes on and then they sit there. And just as it goes back to red, they go, and then you're stuck there for another cycle.
Oh, yeah.
I've got the solution for this. It involves paintball guns, but instead of paintballs, they're full of really disgusting smelling feces. And they just position them at these places, and then when the person's texting, they just fire away.
Certainly there's a way.
By the way, the first one is designed to go through the glass.
You can have that, but you have to understand this. If you want to shoot those at people, you have to drive around with fecal material in your car all day. Is it worth it for you?
Oh, I'd hire out.
Of course.
I'm not
You
the
might be in
sniper.
danger of being hit with one of these paintballs.
And I would
Yeah.
deserve it if that were the case.
Is that right?
Yeah,
You would gladly take a paintball
Yes.
hit full of poop.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I'm not paying attention.
If
I'm
you're the
just saying.
street light controller out there, is it possible to adjust a street light so let's say between 4 and 7
Yeah.
they
The traffic light, you mean? Yeah, absolutely.
because there's one intersection I travel a lot and 3 cars at the most get through and it's backed up forever and it's like why can't you change it from 4 to 7 to let 8 cars through at a time? I don't know.
Write the mayor.
Okay.
Haven't you ever seen the ones that turn to flashing reds at certain hours and then during rush hour they actually go red, green, yellow?
No.
Yeah, they're out there. But good morning. Hope everyone's doing okay. Looking forward to today. We're going to talk with the great Joe Theismann. There was some speculation that Chick was going to wear his Joe Theismann jersey this
I
morning.
totally forgot. It's not been a great week.
You know what, Chick?
Sorry.
No, I just saw the jacket and I just figured in my head, he must have the jacket zipped all the way up. And when Joe calls, he's going to reveal it in a very dramatic fashion.
Superman style?
No.
How about this? I got an idea for you. I know you're not feeling great, but
What did I say?
I'm not
What did I say?
how about this?
Today's
Just
the day.
hear me out. You give
I'm not leaving.
You give Ace your house keys.
Wow, that sounds like an awful idea.
Send Ace to your house to pick up the jersey.
No.
There's a plus here. The plus is he'd be gone for an hour.
No, not even joking.
You could watch me on your Simply Safe.
No.
Chick, what if I go over there and I get to have like a Ferris Bueller's Day Off-esque
I'd rather that
montage
happen.
sequence?
Yes.
I get to sing in the shower.
You can call us on the way over.
You do the whole thing.
Yeah, get my hair all up. I
Go in
get
the
to play some
fridge.
instruments.
Make a
Any instruments
sandwich.
over
That'd
there?
be all right.
Yeah.
Try that peanut butter over chicks.
Yeah.
The one that plainly says dog on the jar.
Still delicious.
So I didn't
Still
get it mixed up.
delicious. Still delicious.
No, was it you were what, house sitting and you
No.
ate the wrong peanut butter? What was it?
He let me stay there for like the weekend one time.
We
Yeah.
weren't there or something. I don't know
Right.
what the
We
deal
were-
was.
you guys were in Dallas or something.
Yeah.
And you ate the wrong peanut butter.
It was dark, you know.
It wasn't dark.
You can turn a light on.
There was light. There were lights. I paid the bills. There were lights
I had
on.
to pay the bill before the lights were turned on.
Yeah, that'll be the day.
Yeah, right.
I'm sorry. What's coming up in sports?
Oh, that's a great question. Shohei Ohtani had another bobblehead night last night, and it wasn't just Shohei Ohtani.
Hey, Ohtani.
Should we do
Ohtani.
this now? I think the show needs this now. Shohei, it was him and his dog featured on his bobblehead. I questioned the name of the dog. The dog's name's Decoy. That's an awful name for a dog, but the dog's adorable. And guess who threw out the first pitch? That's right, the dog threw out the first pitch. There he is. There's
Is he a
Shohei
spaniel?
taking him out to the mound. There's the ball.
Oh, what a
Sit down
beautiful
there.
dog. Oh,
That's a
gorgeous
good-looking
dog.
Look, here we go. There we go. And there goes the pitch. And there.
Well, he ran it. We should let listen. The dog did not throw it. He picked it up in his mouth
come on,
and he ran it.
What a good boy.
And
And high five the catcher. It was cute.
that does not count as a first pitch.
No, excuse me.
I like to see a cat do that.
Do you guys know they named the dog Decoy after his translator, who he sent to federal prison? Do you guys remember that?
Now that is an amazing joke.
A lot going on there.
That's gonna laugh. You're gonna laugh at that for years. That's gonna show up somewhere.
You
wait
didn't
and
laugh
see.
at it right now.
I did. I'm laughing at it.
Sometimes you just have to stand back in awe
It's
and go,
too,
oh, my
it's too
God.
funny to laugh at.
Now, in contrast, that was very professional. The dog went right to the catcher, didn't run around the field. And went
But it
straight away.
wasn't.
Wasn't that Shohei?
And in contrast, remember the one?
Shohei he ran to Shohei.
The catcher.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But I mean, in contrast, we had wasn't it this Monday, the minor league dog, the bat dog?
Oh, yeah.
It ran on the field and immediately crouched and pooped,
That was a problem.
and the crowd went wild.
Dog
See,
being
there's
a
a
dog.
good boy.
They're both
So
good boys.
that's a beautiful dog. by the way.
Decoy. I'm really among the warehouse of things that make me angry. Bad dog names are right up there, and bad cat names. I should add.
Interesting.
You know what's number one on my bad cat name?
I have a
You
guess.
want to have a guess? You want to take a guess?
Fluffy.
I'm with you. I'm with you on this one.
Gravy! Gravy!
Just horrible.
Stinks on ice. Thank you, Pat.
All right.
What's number 2?
Ace.
Gravy.
Ace. And then Catman.
If any of your
Randy.
opinions affected my life whatsoever, this might bother me.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
But I just want that the night that your cat Gravy gets out and you're shirtless running around your neighborhood screaming gravy, gravy, and someone calls the cops. Finally, the meth kicked in. Poor guy. Coming up, we have...
The meth.
Yeah, he's obviously on drugs. Coming up, we have some exciting news from the world of animals, including the sex lives of dolphins and how they may intersect with yours. We have fugitive news.
Okay, let's not go any further with that because we all know what's coming.
With fugitive news? No, you don't know what's coming. You'll be very surprised. And we have news from the TV show
Yes,
Friends.
we do.
But right now we have news from...
Raycon, the best-selling everyday earbuds, have now been upgraded. You also get active noise cancellation with the brand-new Raycon everyday earbuds, the official earbuds of the Bob and Tom Show. Active noise cancellation, multi-point connectivity, and you can pair with 2 devices at once. Plus, quick charge function. 10 minutes of charging yields 90 minutes of battery, and the ergonomic design and optimized gel tips of the Raycons fit every ear ever made and a guaranteed cozy custom fit. And we received our upgraded everyday earbuds. We got the vibrant new colors because we are somebody. Blush violet, forest green, royal blue, and of course, classic black. And Raycon offers a 30-day happiness guarantee. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom today to get 20% off site-wide and 40% on some items, 20 to 40% off site-wide. Figure out how much you are going to save by going to Raycon's website. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
And also coming up, pizza news and a doggy news, a kind of a new study about dogs that's going to make you think twice around your puppy. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, got a question.
Hey guys, Jess Hooker here from the Bob and Tom Show. Looks like the weather's going to hold out, and I am going to do the IndyCar two-seater experience. A little nervous, but I think I'll be okay. I've been coming to the race since I was about 5, so this is a dream come true. I'm ready to get in one of these cars. I just don't know if they're going to let me go ahead and drive one. Do you think if I asked to let me sit in front, maybe? Here we go. The nerves are setting in. I'm just waiting for the excitement to trump the nerves. All right. Down and forward. Got it.
Keep going all the way down.
Oh, geez.
Yeah,
We're in here.
you don't have to hold on to anything. The car will hold on to you.
Mentally, it feels like maybe there should be a handle somewhere. Maybe like one of those Fisher-Price car wheels. That'd be cool. Steering
We
wheel.
thought about putting a horn in there so you can honk at the driver and make it faster or whatever.
What's your name?
Jeremy?
Okay, hi, Jeremy. Just like to know who's making me safe. I'm not sure if it's sweat from nerves. I probably should have emptied my bladder. There's a lot of things going through my head right now. I love my family. Holy hell, it's running, guys. This ain't no game. Holy hell. Oh my God. I can't believe that I'm here, that I was on the track, that I got to do this today. This is just like a dream come true for anybody who loves IndyCar, but especially a girl that's been raised here in Indianapolis and comes out here every year, my entire life since I was 4 years old. I'm still in shock. But you cross over those bricks and you see the pagoda coming out of turn 4, and I don't know what I could compare it to. Holy hell, dude. Beautiful.
Hello, my name is Alexa. If you have a smart speaker and what to hear, Bob and Tom Radio, just say Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn. Now, you try it.
Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
That's the first smart thing you've said to me since you took me out of the box.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Top Show. Pat Godwin, Willie Griswold, Christy Lee, Josh Arnold, Ace Cosby, all here. I'm Chick McGee at the Dude Wipe Sports Desk. If you're still using toilet paper, dump your roll because wet cleans better than dry. That's just good science. Try Dude Wipes for the best clean pants down. And look at this lovely Dude Wipes display we have here in the studio.
Look at that.
My goodness.
Oh.
That's worth the visit to YouTube on its own.
There you go. Got the different. Do we have the Dumpkin spice yet?
I don't know.
That's the new
certainly on the way.
Flavor, if you will. We interviewed one of the guys.
I don't know if flavors.
One of the founders of Dude Wipes. Had a great chat with him earlier this week, and that's posted on our social media if you'd like to find out more about Dude Wipes. And they, of course, famously on Shark Tank, and that's one of their. One of the things that got them all boosted, and they're currently, of all things, not to be ironic, but number 2 in the wipes business, quite literally. Now, it's time to review some of the things that we've learned on this show. What have we got over there?
That's right. Yesterday morning, Tom announced that... Tom was at Starbucks, and the folks in front of him were talking about waterbeds yesterday morning.
Yeah.
And you went to Starbucks today. Anything to report? No?
They're down with, they got people are, they've only had 2 people working this morning.
Oh, man.
Oh, they're down. Not down like a green.
No. They were hustling.
No time for chit-chat.
Yeah, apparently they got some sick folks. We've had a bunch of people in and out of here, too, so...
and when Tom told his story about visiting Starbucks yesterday morning, it's impossible for him to tell a story without insulting several people involved in the story. Example, big-breasted Deb, guy in shorts. The guy in shorts with a bad haircut. That was mentioned yesterday.
Is Deb working today?
Yeah, she's fine.
Good.
She's lovely. She's delightful.
I'm sure her lawyer told her to only speak to you briefly.
Probably.
Until the case.
As is to not arouse suspicion.
I mean, Your Honor, look at Top Heavy over there. For God's sake.
Oh, yeah. You're all right, sir. Case dismissed.
Tom said this yesterday, and I totally missed it, so I'm glad we're doing this feature. He said Sharpie huffers have Hitler mustaches. I missed that entirely.
Well, we were talking about these Crayola people. They've patented the smell of their crayon. I didn't know you could patent a smell. That just seems so odd to me.
You know, don't say Crayola people like you're stepped in something. Okay? They make markers, too.
I know.
And they make a fabulous crayon.
Yeah, Crayola people sounds like a slur for children. Damn Crayola people. Ruining my house.
People. Yeah, I know who they're voting for. I was just saying, you ever take a good whiff of a Sharpie? And I just said, if you tend to give yourself a Hitler mustache if you're huffing the Sharpie.
Yeah, I don't do that.
No huffing?
No.
You got to smell it a little bit before you start writing with it, right? You know.
Well, it does smell. You can smell it. Sure.
I did say at one point yesterday morning, I wish I was on another show. I don't remember
Yeah,
that, but I totally buy it. Lee Diffie calls NASCAR races now. He's an Australian American, but the NASCAR fans don't care for Lee. They want an American announcer. And Josh seems to agree for the branding as far as NASCAR goes. Yeah.
I think Lee Diffie is terrific, but why not get
And he killed it at the Olympics.
Yeah,
he
great.
did.
Well, he was great on that NASCAR race, and it was a great race because Jeff Burton's son won, and there was a lot of emotion, and Lee was really great at the call, and it was awesome. Too bad, people.
The NFL is going to continue with their actual human chain gang. Tom has volunteered for youth football chain gangs anywhere around the area.
No, I know. I have done it. It's their serious business. You got to pay attention. It's not really good for me. Yeah.
No
Why
joke.
it's not good for you?
You got to really be focused. You can't be screwing around.
Well, you said yesterday you were capable of being focused.
Barely.
Well, no, we know you can't focus. Not barely or not anyway. We know that. Okay. But you're unaware of it
Did they
because
ask
you're
you back?
No.
I didn't think so.
You'll notice usually NFL chain gangs don't take calls from their friend Mark while they're working.
You know what I realized recently? Your friend Mark, I like him a lot more than I like you.
That's okay.
And I don't.
I had that same thought recently.
Right?
Isn't
Didn't you
that
have
weird?
that same thought?
He was at
really
my house
sweet.
yesterday.
He's
Really
hell of a
nice
guy.
guy.
He's nice to
Yeah.
everybody.
Hell of a guy.
Hell of a guy.
We covered gravy wrestling in sports, and Tom thought Josh would be very interested in the gravy wrestling, and Tom tried to hide behind the fact that Josh's cat's named Gravy.
That's not exactly how it came down. I just said, typically when we have these records of any kind that involve food, they invariably end with, and then the food was distributed to a local food bank.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of wondering with gravy wrestling if they just sell it to local pervs or
I'll sip that gravy.
Josh, I have a question for you. Would you prefer gravy wrestling if it was your cat gravy wrestling, professional wrestling? She has a little hat. Maybe she's jumping on another cat, breaking a little cat table. Is that a good time for you?
Versus this kind of gravy wrestling?
Yeah.
No, I'd prefer this kind of gravy.
All right, cool.
You know what?
I don't want gravy to get hurt.
I saw online they have Batman masks for cats now.
Oh.
And it's an idea as times come. You put a little Batman mask on your hand.
There's a great viral video out there of a little boy. He's about 5 years old in his birthday party, and he's got older siblings. I don't know what the situation is, but they all dress as superheroes and show up on the roof of the house for his little brother. It is so great. And all of them are dressed like you think they really are. Batman, Spider-Man. It was so great. So great.
cool.
So the little kid doesn't realize that DC and Marvel don't get along?
No, he doesn't realize that.
He needs to grow up quick.
He's got great older brothers.
That will happen, right?
The two of them together?
I don't know.
They've done crossovers in comic books in the past. People think they might do it for Secret War, which is the Marvel one coming up. Who knows? It might be fun. They're doing everything else.
Yeah.
Right?
Seems like it's kind of inevitable.
I think the DC movies have really never had that much heart before, but I guess James Gunn's doing a Superman movie. Is that right, or something?
He's doing all.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing all the DC movies now.
He's like the overseer. He's there.
Okay, because he was the Guardians of the Galaxy guy and all that. So,
Good music, then.
okay,
What do you think?
it was all right.
Oh, I mean, I was very fond.
That
No,
first one
that
was
one.
very good,
Yeah,
yeah.
the first songs were good. When he starts dipping into Lakeshore Drive, I'm sorry, I don't.
Well, that was the whole thing. I loved it. Brought
that's
back the
very,
great song Lakeshore Drive.
That's can't be used great in that description.
I single-handedly brought back the cassette.
Yeah, for a week.
Oh, is that over already?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know where you'd buy cassettes, right? Well, I guess you can online. What am I saying? Tom played some music. Yeah, they've changed a couple of things here technically, and Tom has a volume level now. He's responsible for stuff that I play over here every now and then.
Oh, that's good. That was good.
That
Good
sounds
volume.
kind of good.
That was
actually.
good,
Have you
actually.
had that adjusted now? and
I
it's better?
I left it where Eddie put it, so I'm
Okay,
not
well,
touching it.
don't touch it because it's much better than it was yesterday.
Okay, good.
Yeah. We learned about corn sweat, something going on there.
Yeah.
Not sure.
Crops are releasing a lot of moisture into the atmosphere.
And apparently it's a real thing.
Uh-huh.
When and it means that it's a good corn crop.
Right.
It's had plenty of water, but when it gets like this, it sweats the water and adds more humidity to the atmosphere or something.
Very good. That's exactly right.
But I mean, it sounds like the classic song from James Brown. In a cold sweat. That is tight.
You said that 3 times yesterday. That is tight after you played that. Did Cavett say that one time and it really made an impression on you? That is tight. That band
A lot of guys did back then. Yeah, that was common.
His band is known for he would run them through the song 100 times, so it just was absolutely perfect. And they're the best.
They're tight.
Corn Sweat.
John, I forgot this. It was very good from yesterday. Tom played the music yesterday so loud that Josh said even Stevie Wonder
could hear
it.
And
yes.
The problem with that was
he was blind.
We got the implication. Yes.
Right. Yeah. Picked the wrong person.
Agreed, yeah.
Who would you go to? Who's your go-to for that now?
Well,
I didn't even give it another thought. Who is the famous
Lou
deaf person?
Ferrigno,
Yeah,
maybe.
Marley Matlin.
Helen Keller.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know why Helen Keller can't drive a car?
Oh, why?
She's a woman.
Oh.
I like it.
Oh.
Josh, in 7th grade,
Hilarious.
in 7th grade, they made us read The Miracle Worker.
Sure.
And as young boys, that should have made us more sympathetic. But instead, someone found that joke online, and we all just laughed. We laughed so hard.
So ridiculous.
I thought you were going to say because she's dead.
Oh. No, the woman angle's way funnier.
I agree.
Truth in comedy.
Josh said he got meat sweats once at the Brazilian Steakhouse. Oh, that's where they have the green and red circles. And things, and
Tom asked if I'd ever had them, and that was the one time.
That's where they carve the beef right there at your table.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's some of the finest meat you'll ever have.
And they have different cuts. They'll carve some roast beef for you, but then they'll give you a filet. I've had a lot of success getting fully loaded baked potatoes there, as well as a chicken dish there.
You and I went there once, and you hated it.
I did.
No.
Well,
it's not a standard restaurant. Yeah.
That one you'll notice
right over here.
That one
It's
went out
gone,
of business in about a week.
It's longer
I
than
think that
but-
might be an exaggeration.
I'm not
Don't
sure.
go to one in a strip mall.
Yeah, that one.
Try to go to a separate.
Yes, that was at a strip mall. We were the only customers. And I heard a dog barking early when we got there, but not later.
Tom really hated it.
It was not good. That one.
I
Now,
loved
there's
it.
a new one coming that I've heard is going to be great. So.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
that one I'm sure will be fine.
Maybe a Fogo, is that it? Is it Fogo de Chao, the big one?
We already have one of those downtown.
Oh, really?
I think so.
right.
Yeah.
Did they ever do BOGO at Fogo?
Buy one, get one free.
That's a no-go.
Because you know who was there. You know who was
No
there?
go on the BOGO at Fogo.
Pogo, the Pogo guy that
You can get a Togo.
interviewed. Okay, good.
His name wasn't. What was the Pogo guy's name?
Pogo Fred.
Yeah, it wasn't what you called him. Bogo. What would? Never mind. What am I
That
doing?
video, that blew my mind. Were you just very seriously introducing a man on a pogo stick?
And he does a backflip
Did
on
a
a pogo
backflip.
stick?
Your
It's
dad
amazing.
was in
I'm
awe.
here with one of the world's best pogo artists. He called him a pogo artist.
I think that's more valid than breakdancing for the Olympics. I'll go on record as that.
How many pogo artists are there?
No, that's the thing. You don't see them because they're not in the Olympics. Can you imagine doing that off a high dive?
Well, now you're combining sports.
Were
That's
you insulted
ridiculous.
by breakdancers at some point during the 80s? Do you have a
Yeah, something
backstory on
happened.
this? Because you really,
It became,
this has been going on for a long
It became
time.
the joke of the Olympics.
I
don't think
know
so.
about that.
There were people that enjoyed that.
Yeah,
people that-
Raygun.
But I know you in your mind, and when you get that in
mean,
your mind, it becomes the joke of the Olympics.
The one gal from Australia did, of course, make a mockery of it a little bit, but
yeah.
When I saw that, I go, he's going to take this like he's right. He's
Yeah.
going to go, this is a mockery of sport.
Mm-hmm.
Correct?
There we go. The look.
Are they doing that for the Paralympics?
They opened yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it started yesterday.
I opened the ceremony.
Are they also in Paris?
Yeah.
Yes.
And there's a concern about cheating in the Paralympics. I'm totally serious.
Yeah.
There's concern about people faking the disability.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Google the Spanish Paralympic team 2000. Have a read. It's insane. 10 out of 12 people lied about their abilities.
Oh.
10 out of 12.
Boy, there's
including the
That's
coach.
a one-way ticket, isn't it?
Yeah, I was going to say, there's a special place for them.
Yeah, isn't that awful?
Yes.
Some of the dunks, though, man, they looked crazy. It was.
Especially when they jump out of their chair.
They were slamming Christy.
Yeah, that should have been the giveaway.
Yeah. After the game, there's a guy standing next to a wheelchair smoking.
Yeah.
With a gold medal around his neck.
It's been a slow show, and then the sweetest person in the world.
Sorry.
Obviously, a lot of great athletes, but it's
Yes.
a disservice when there
I
are
can't
some that
believe
are
people
cheating.
would ever do that. Man, what's the world coming to?
Brent Terhune visited us yesterday.
He's lovely,
And
isn't
he
he?
has a special on Amazon called From the Flat Earth. It's very funny.
And Brent's going to be at the Funny Bone in Des Moines, I want to say Friday and Saturday. And Willie is going to be in Chicago Friday night. Is it called the Lodge?
The Lincoln Lodge.
The Lincoln Lodge. That's and where is that exactly?
It's on Milwaukee. It's kind of in between Wicker and Logan.
Oh,
There you
Thank
go.
for testing my geography.
Wicker.
I appreciate that.
Can we get a longitude, latitude out of you on this?
You know what? The only thing that matters is that it's right next to Red Hot Ranch, which is
Right.
a killer burger spot. $6 burger there.
Oh,
chick.
nice.
$6
Wow.
burger at Red Hot Ranch. They're proud of it.
What do you think of that, Tom?
That sounds delicious.
$6 burger.
Sounds delightful, actually.
Let's see. A listener emailed Christy yesterday and told her to keep up the good work, even though she is surrounded by, and I want to get this correct, a-holes and morons.
Yeah, that's what
But
he
I,
said.
and I, that's
Justin.
I appreciate that certainly. But she called us a gaggle, right?
He called you guys a gaggle of morons. I did not. It was written in his letter,
Okay.
in his email.
And we're
But you
trying to-
came up with a different name.
Well, yeah, I think I forget what we decided to go
A
with.
mangle of moron?
Yeah, well, but we need to work on that.
Okay.
What is the proper group name? A pod, a pudge.
Of morons?
Yeah, a pudge of moron. I don't know. We got.
Dear Tom, I work in a high school as a custodian. I have a student that told me that red crayons taste like strawberries.
Oh,
He loves the show.
good to know. You ever have your dogs eat crayons?
No.
Oh, the movements are
And
beautiful.
then they deliver a rainbow turd, or that or sidewalk chalk.
Sidewalk
the
chalk,
same
yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Let's see. The U.S.
Now,
Navy's
would a human being? Would that happen to a human?
I don't know.
No.
Why don't you go home and try?
Yeah.
Why don't you go eat some
Would you get the corn effect, but more colorful? Anyone?
I think
I don't know.
Questions.
Now I'm gonna.
He
now-
wanted an answer. I didn't realize. I thought you were just speculating.
It wasn't
I didn't
rhetorical.
know. I didn't know you were insisting on us
know,
giving you an answer. Me.
You could brush up on your reading the room.
Like he's being deposed. He repeats it.
Josh, have you ever? I got on this kick occasionally where I have a juicer
Oh,
and
me everything.
a little bit of ginger,
Yeah.
a lot of carrots,
And then what?
Yeah.
Celery, it sucks.
and a couple of beets.
Oh, it sounds lovely.
You ever eat? Have you ever consumed beet juice?
yeah, of course. Yeah.
It makes you look like you're bleeding internally. You gotta warn people because they look back before flushing and it looks like this, massive bleeding.
Oh, yeah.
Who has anyone in the bathroom with them when they're flushing? I mean, I've loved people in my life, but come on.
No, I'm just saying.
You got to get in here and get a look at this, Margaret. Come here.
No, but I'm just telling you, if you're drinking beet juice, you need to know you're not bleeding internally.
Thank you for that PSA.
It's
now,
important to know.
moving on.
Hey, baby, I'm having my period. I think something's wrong.
You know, Christy's at the Silac news desk. Tom,
Sure
what do you
am.
have to say about that?
Well, I say, do you guys want to have one more thing to worry about in your lives?
No.
That was our-
When you
We're
retire,
all full.
when you retire, do you think you're going to be getting a check every month?
I don't know where it's coming from.
Well, that's
hope
where
so.
that's where annuities come in. That's where the Silac Insurance Company steps up because they know what's happening. 61% of Americans age 50 and older are worried about having enough money when they retire, and I think that number is low. The days of getting the gold watch and the company goes, "You've done a great job. We're going to pay you for the rest of your life." That almost never happens anymore. That's where an annuity comes in. You can just set it up for yourself and get yourself a guaranteed income when you retire. Find out all the details. Some restrictions apply. See if you can apply and see if it works for you. See if you qualify. Head to silacins.com. That's SILACINS.com, like Silac Insurance. Or to make it easy for you, we've set up a link at bobandtom.com. It's not just a link, by the way. You can see the very handsome Chick McGee put on his demonstration skills for you. So check it out at bobandtom.com. Look for the Silac link. The Silac Insurance Company. How about that money coming to your mailbox every month, or perhaps going into that direct deposit thing? It's up to you. Find out what I'm talking about. Silac, SILACINS.com. Coming up, we have dolphins, we have doggies, we have airplanes, a lot of cool stuff coming up in the news. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
It's very personal to me. I mean, actually, I'm feeling really good, at the very, very moment. I've had my cigarettes and all that. And, but this has actually been a pretty tough year. I think it's been a tough year for everybody. And my newest thing is that every time I get a piece of mail, it's bad news, no matter what. So I finally just put a trash can in front of my doorstep and just put a little note there to the mailman just saying, please deposit all mail into this and then take it out on Mondays. But so this is just sort of a song about that. It's kind of a sad song about my life. I just got a letter in the mail saying that my oh, wait, you know what? I'm sorry.
You can't do this all of a sudden?
Well, okay, let me think it out here.
You have to redo some words?
We if it's necessary, we can take a break and you can rewrite some of the words. Are you just now? Is this a Haywood moment? Are you forgetting them, or are you trying to rewrite them?
Well, no. I got.
Is there a content issue?
All right.
Okay.
I just got a letter in the mail saying since they didn't receive my credit card in time, there's a $40 fine, which would have been okay, except for that it caused me to exceed the credit line, and that's another $40 fine. Then I got another piece of mail saying that the balance due was drawn from my account, which caused a bunch of checks to bounce, $40 each. And the worst part is that one of those checks was for the DMV for my registration fee. So one day I was on my way to work and I couldn't find my car. It wasn't where I parked it just the day before, and then I got another piece of mail saying since the registration tags were out of date, they just towed my car away, which wasn't quite okay. I called them to explain, and when they finally put me through, they just made me wait on hold. After 40 minutes I hung up because I had to go to work, but then I realized if I don't have my car, then how am I gonna drive to work? So I got fired from my job. So here I am living in a box underneath a bridge in a quiet little town, and I take a look around and things are quite okay. I don't have any bills, and the best part is that I don't get any mail.
Henry Phillips.
Behind me is the infield of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I'm here to give you some of the fashion do's and don'ts of the biggest party at the race. Let's talk footwear on race day. You want to wear something comfortable, something you can walk in, something not too expensive. My choice, the Nike Air Monarchs. They're in your garage, next to the lawnmower. Your dad wears them. Don't wear this. This is a Croc. I don't care if it's in sport mode. The holes do give you hilarious tan lines, but you don't want to get any trough juice on your little toesies. If you run into a man wearing these, run away. Any man wearing weatherproof boots at the track has a mind for destruction. He washed his face in the trough this morning. He's been drinking Mountain Dew and moonshine since 6 a.m. If you bump into him, give him a go Colts and keep it moving. What to wear on race day. In the morning, it'll be a little colder. This is my favorite piece of clothing that I own. Indianapolis Motor Speedway. No big deal. Any shirt with the name of an alcohol and the word racing is one of the coolest things you can wear here. This one's sort of a deep cut. Rolling Stone shirt. The concert took place at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Colt skier will do, but I say go the extra mile. This is a Colt shirt with a St. Elmo shrimp cocktail. I'm not a big fan of wearing sports jerseys for a team that is out of season. Colts aren't playing, and the Pacers also aren't playing. Quick rule for basketball jerseys at the race. You want to wear your Larry Bird Indiana State jersey? Don't. You want to wear your Reggie Miller jersey? Don't. Rick Smits? Don't. Paul George? Don't think about it. George Hill? Not at all. It's too expensive, too cool, and it's going to get covered in Busch Light. You want to wear a Lance Stevenson jersey. Any Pacer that was here less than 3 years. Maybe a Danny Granger jersey. If you're wearing a basketball jersey, pop it off around lap 50. I hear you. Willie, I have a gut. If you're embarrassed about being fat, move to France. This is America and you're allowed to have a gut. You're saying, Willie, I got pimples on my back. I got stretch marks. This time of the year, that's your stars and stripes, my friend. Pop it off and let that flag fly. This is the coolest thing you can wear at the race, an actual Indy 500 shirt. Bonus points if you have an armpit hole or some sort of fraying around the neck. There is one more acceptable shirt to wear to the race. This is what a race fan looks like. Garfield's creator, Jim Davis, is from Indiana. The most famous person from Indiana. Suck it, Greg Kinnear. On race day, you're going to want a nice hat. You can go with an official Indianapolis Motor Speedway hat, or you can go with a cooler Indianapolis 500 hat that I got on 16th Street from a guy selling tacos. Anything with the word Indy on it. I'd recommend a Colts hat or a Pacers hat. The coolest hat you can wear on race day, however, is a Late Night with David Letterman hat. Of course, owner of the Letterman Ray Hall team. I do not want to see a Jay's Garage hat. I don't want to see anything Team Coco. If you have a Daily Show hat and it's spelled D-A-L-Y like Connor Daly, that could fly.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick. Testing.
How's it going?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. Hope I don't get arrested.
For what? What'd you do now?
May have been an incident yesterday.
What?
Okay, so I'm at Target.
Yeah.
After the show.
Yeah. Later in the afternoon.
Okay.
And I'm buying one of those screen protectors for my daughter's iPad.
All right.
You know, the glassine thing.
Yeah.
Sure.
Right.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right,
Very important to have one. I have one on my phone. It prevents when you drop it. It breaks that thing.
We are with you.
Very
Very
important to have one.
I have one in my phone.
Very, very important.
Screen protector, sure.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Very important. When you drop it, it's going to protect.
So I go to the back of the store where they have all the electronic stuff.
Right.
Very nice lady. I say, look, I've got the serial number, whatever, of this iPad.
Immediately, I feel so sorry for this lady.
And
Right.
I said, are they all the same size? And she goes, no, you've got to have the right thing. So helps me out. We get the thing.
Yeah.
Get it in a box.
Okay.
And then she goes, I have to scan it. So she takes this thing, scans it, and then I go, do I pay you? And she goes, you can pay up front. So I go to the self-checkout, and I have the Target card, that's right. And check out, and then I'm walking out with a bunch of people, and that siren thing goes off.
Right.
Oh.
So do you keep walking?
And I realized that I have that electronic thing is still on the pad. I thought it had been degaussed or whatever you do to it. I thought it was part of the packaging.
Mm-hmm.
And it's making a siren-like noise.
Sure, yeah, you go through the...
Yeah, so I just keep walking.
Oh, yeah, you're probably fine. You paid for it?
Yeah, I paid for it. I got the
Did
receipt.
somebody follow you out?
No.
Oh.
They would have.
I think there's
Then
a
what's
courtesy.
the problem
When it
here?
goes off, you just walk, you do the quick turn for like 2
Right.
seconds,
Yeah,
you
make
look
sure.
up,
Give a
little
you go-
wave.
you shrug, and then you go, I got it, and then you're out of there.
You leave
Okay,
for
well,
stolen
that's not
stuff.
the problem.
All
Getting
right.
it off.
I get home, and I can't get it off.
Okay.
Yeah.
So finally, I get a pair of...
I know a guy who's got a pair of...
I got a pair of, mini jaws of life, whatever they are.
Yeah.
I cut the thing off. The siren goes off.
Oh, there's a siren on the item itself.
Yeah, there's a siren on that little disc thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought it was like a central location.
I'll make it. It's the size of a stack of poker chips.
All right.
Sure.
Or
And how is this?
or Josh 12 pepperonis.
All right.
How is this impeding you from getting to the object? Is it just it's attached to the box, right? Couldn't you just open the box?
No, it's got cords around. It's got like it's tied.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But now I've got a screaming siren thing going off in my kitchen.
Well, you see what the problem was. You should have, when you self-checked, someone should have come over and unlocked the.
I
off of there.
I thought when the lady did whatever she did, it took the thing off.
Despite the appearance of
the thing still on the box.
on the package.
I have since found out that there's
and
not.
it didn't dawn on you. You can't get in the package unless this is
No,
unlocked. You
none
went
of this
all the way
happened.
home. None of that happened.
So now, then what would you do? And I
Good
came up with
God.
a pretty good solution.
I hit it with a hammer.
No.
Put it in the garbage disposal.
Turn yourself into the cops?
I put it. I put it in a glass of water.
Yeah, I would do that.
Oh, shorted it out.
Oh.
In theory.
Yeah.
Shorted it out, took the dogs for a walk, came back, took it out of the glass of water, no sound, threw it in my garbage can in my garage.
Dried out.
Took the other dog out. Took one of the other dogs out, came back 10 minutes later. There's a siren going off in my garage.
Those things are pretty good.
Yeah, they are.
All right.
So it's currently now.
Is it still making noise?
I wasn't this morning. I put it in a baggie full of water like you would a goldfish at the state fair.
This sounds like an episode of King of Queens. This is insane.
Sitcom.
You are incompetent.
And you swear that this all happened.
Yeah.
You're an idiot.
I could have just walked back in the store.
You're an absolute idiot.
But the big
when it
problem
went
is-
off, go back and
Tell
get
him, chick.
Notice.
Did everybody else think that when he walked out of the store, it was the main security?
Oh, I did.
things?
I absolutely
It was,
I did.
right?
Yeah, not just his individual.
But I didn't know that.
Oh, it was both.
I didn't know the package was so bound up by
Right.
Yeah,
the
it's
security
tightly wound, and it's like some
Well,
kind
you
of
gotta-
wire.
Like as you were scanning it, you would go, "Oh, I can't possibly open
A
it."
normal person would.
Right.
I need to take it back with my
Right.
receipt.
I have a big question here.
I can't get into this.
I have a really big question here because I'm curious why you just didn't buy it in the electronics aisle. Were you buying a million other embarrassing things and she didn't want to check you all the way out there?
Typically, that would be the case.
Okay.
That's certainly a fair question. I was in a big hurry.
So it was just that then?
Yes.
Huh.
So, in any event, in my garage, there's a submerged siren thing. Sorry, Target, but no,
I think you're all right.
No, the big thing is I got to put that thing on the iPad now, which is hard to do without getting a big bubble in it.
You never do that yourself.
Yeah, you take it to a guy.
There's a trick to that.
Yeah, I've done it too,
I've
and
done it.
they kind of walk. Yeah, I haven't had any issues.
Follow the instructions. It's pretty easy.
No,
I've got a guy at the mall and he sells me AirPods for $40. I'll give you his number. He's
Okay,
cool.
all right, we'll give it a shot. Okay, good. I'm sorry. We need to check in with Chick McGee at the Dude Wipe Sports Desk, I believe.
Just one thing. We need to, before we have to take a break here, we need to check in again with the Shohei Ohtani second bobblehead doll giveaway night at Dodger Stadium last night. The Dodgers win over the Orioles 6-4, and the bobblehead last night was Shohei and his puppy dog, Decoy.
Puppy.
Go baby. Decoy did throw out the first pitch, and I believe we have.
Is this an English setter? What kind of dog is this?
I don't know.
It's a handsome boy.
Beautiful little dog.
And he looks real happy.
He's very excited to be with Dad out on a. All he knows
At work.
is he's outside and he's on grass.
Yeah.
That's all he knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a ball involved.
There's a ball, and they had helicopter shots of Dodger Stadium last night. Apparently, this is the second Shohei Ohtani bobblehead doll they've given away. And they had people, I'm going to say 10,000 people in line to get in to get about. Remember the last time, didn't some Brinks truck get wrecked or something because they had Ohtani bobbleheads? Trying to steal them before they got to the stadium. Remember this?
I do remember that now that you bring it up.
And I read that some fans were lined up for like 8 hours before game.
Yikes.
Outside of Dodger Stadium? Wear your Kevlar.
Yeah, just don't have a San Francisco logo on it. You'll get beaten to death.
Okay.
Recent events would suggest that.
Puppy dog.
It's a very cute story.
It's cute.
But first pitch is a misnomer. It's a lie. What do you farce.
Well, it wasn't a pitch. He just ran the ball
We were
down to him.
bamboozled. We've been flip slammed. Have him throw the ball.
Josh is putting it on his scorecard.
Yeah.
This is a ruse.
It's a cute dog.
Very, yes.
And what was the name again is Decoy?
Decoy. D-E-C-O-Y. Decoy.
Okay.
Maybe that means something else in
Korean?
I don't know.
Japanese?
He's Japanese, yeah.
Japanese.
Would be true. That's the trick. You give him a Korean name, really flips people out.
Korean.
Don't try to turn it like that.
I want to live right here in this pocket, what we're doing right now.
Oh, boy.
Japanese, Korean.
I think this is a bad morning for us to play this game.
I do too.
All right.
There was a
You started this.
this really funny black dude in St. Louis, a local comedian, and he one of his jokes, he goes, "You know, not all Chinese people is Chinese." And he knew damn well what he was doing, but it's so funny.
That is terrific.
That's beautiful.
Coming right back, we've got sporting news coming up later in the show.
We'll see.
Joe Theismann on the air with us. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our...
A look at their car is perhaps the best way to introduce the uninitiated to WFBQ Radio's morning team, Bob and Tom. The pink and camouflage junker features 3 hood ornaments, a bowling trophy, the hind quarter of a horse, and a jar of tartar sauce that will have to be explained elsewhere.
295 Night Ranger when you close your eyes. It's 8:42. You're with Bob and Tom on a 2 for Tuesday.
Good morning. Howdy. Great. Holmes. Sherlock. Let's play word association.
Okay.
Howdy.
Holmes.
Sherlock.
Holmes.
John C. With Bob and Tom.
Holmes.
The human tripod.
I see.
Okay, I'm sorry, Bob.
That's all right.
From 6 a.m. and for the next 4 hours, Bob Kavoyan and Tom Griswold fill the airwaves with jokes and pranks that range from silly to hilarious and from bawdy to sick.
Why is sex like air?
Why is sex like air? I give up, Bob.
Because it's no big thing unless you're not getting it.
They deliver a National Lampoon sort of humor that leaves the audience laughing while wondering how Q95 can broadcast some of the things they say.
Half the joke is in your mind. The joke isn't stated outright. Mm-hmm. The person has to put something into it to get something out of it.
Yeah, they're fun, and
people like them.
People enjoy them.
They laugh at them. And there's an alternative. You can always change the channel.
Mm-hmm.
But people aren't. After 2 years on the air, Bob and Tom have taken Q95's morning show to the top of the volatile morning FM ratings. WFBQ is the 3rd radio station the zany team has worked for. After 6 years together, they've got the routine down pat. Bob runs the audio control board, plays straight man, and provides the program's famous laugh.
Amateur phylactics. Amazing concept, I think, and I think it's going to
Tom sits in a mound of notes and papers to provide the program's often quoted jokes and many of its voices.
Oh, hello, Mohandas.
Hello, Bob.
How are you?
Oh, I am fine today. Hello, Tom. Hi, Mohandas. You look very good today. Thank you so much, Mohandas.
Much of their banter is off the cuff, with an occasionally rehearsed punchline off mic during a song.
Only if it makes you late for the ceremony.
She's controversial. She's provocative. She's the famous sex therapist, Dr. Ruth Weisboner. Good morning, Dr. Ruth. Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, Dr.
Their regular spoof on Dr. Ruth Westheimer features some of their more risque humor.
Is it wrong to have sex before you're married?
Is it wrong to have sex before you're married? Well, no, as long as you're not late for the wedding.
Bob and Tom's task of filling 20 hours of airtime every week is made easier by several regular characters phoned in by people around town. Nightclub owner Sonny is a favorite.
Great approach. How are things going on at the track? I know you're running the mystery flesh tent this year.
Everything is going just fine, Dow. I bred that baby up, throw it in some shortening, and serve it up. It's the mystery flesh tent, Dow.
It's located, of course, in Turn 1.
It's right there in Turn 1 where people seem to be the most hungry and the least discriminating.
Other characters are voiced by regular visitors to the studio.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States.
Tiger Dog Bardo. Good morning, Bob. Good morning, Tom.
Good morning, Your Highness.
Q95 midday personality Jay Baker voices the spoof on Richard Nixon.
Now, do you remember Ronald Reagan visiting the German cemetery over the weekend?
Oh, that's right, yes.
The media referred to it as the Nazi cemetery. You know, I was the one that put him up to that.
I see.
I said, babes, this is going to be so beautiful for your career. Trust me on this one. I told him, I said, when I was a young boy, I heard the phrase, the only good Nazi is a dead Nazi. I said, Ronnie, you can't miss a whole field full of dead Nazis. You slide over there, you put the wreath down, the wreath, and you're cruising.
Bob and Tom say they get very few complaints from listeners as they poke fun at every special interest group imaginable, and station management has left them unrestrained on the limits of their humor. After 2 years, the result has been high ratings, a devoted following, and 2 happily transplanted Hoosiers who say they just might stay to grow old and gray on Q95.
Could be. It's very possible. In fact, it's already started. Bob's getting gray. Yeah. Tom's getting old. Yeah.
This is Greg Todd, Channel 6 News.
Oh, I feel so much better now. You know, Bob. Yes. I don't want to say that most of the women that you go out with have questionable morals or anything, but last night.
Hey, hi, it's Tom from the Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcasts. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Frigamall Records, the same people that brought you the all-bass Christmas album, Amazing Bass, are proud to present Jimmy Pardo's first solo project, Nothing But Air Bass.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Pardo. You know, there's nothing cooler in rock and roll than the bass. And these songs are so cool, I don't even need a bass.
Hey, hey, what the matter with
So just pick up your air telephone and dial. Beep, 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 beep.
Jimmy Pardo's Nothing But Air Bass. Get yours today.
Tom Radio. Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
My boyfriend really likes to drink on the weekends, but then when we get home, he always tries to have sex before we go to bed, and it's so drunk and sloppy, and it never works. I literally spend a half hour tugging on his silly putty until he finally passes out.
Sounds like it's not working.
It sounds like he probably wouldn't remember anyway.
Maybe he
That's a
wouldn't
good
notice.
point.
Just keep a discreet dollop of mayonnaise handy.
Good job, honey. You finished.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Hi.
And there's Pat Godwin.
Hello, chick.
Perhaps a song this hour from Mr. Godwin.
What?
You've got guitar, you've got a keyboard.
Well, I could play 'em.
You got a plan. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
Josh Arnold is here at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
And guess what, chick? You can buy real diamonds from a real jeweler you can trust, Steven Singer Jewelers, with no phony sales or pricing games, just the perfect price every day. Visit IHateStevenSinger.com.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey, I'm Chick McGee at the Dude Wipes Sports Desk. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick.
I believe we have a special guest.
I can't help but notice I see the very handsome Mr. Jeff Oskey has joined us in the studio. Jeffrey, how are you, sir?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Hi, Jeffy.
I want to stop in real quick. A little while ago, there's a lot of AI talk lately with the chat GPT.
Yeah, sure.
And we did a little quiz a little while back. There's a lot of chat features out there, AI things. Like, for example, if you want to learn how to make the best brunch sandwich on the planet, you may consult Chat BLT.
Yes.
Or if you want to learn where to watch Miss Pat and our own Chris Spangle on TV, you may try Chat BET.
Gotcha.
All right. So are we now? I have a special prize for the winner.
Okay.
You weren't here the other day, but I accidentally purchased a gross of Irish Spring soap. And I'm talking, I got Irish Spring soap.
144 bars?
Well, I'm not good at counting, but there's a lot of Irish Spring.
I got to tell you,
there.
it smells great.
And I'll tell you, you guys, the winner gets all of this.
Wow. So that's not even all that you got.
It's all I got. I'm a bad counter. there's.
You didn't save any for yourself?
I hate it. Come to find out, it's really smelly. I just wanted to be under a waterfall with a pocket knife shaving it.
Oh, shaving.
I didn't really want to wash with it.
That does look attractive.
All right. So let's try some of these. Let's, Tom, if you wanted to learn a dirty joke about the difference between two spreads you put on toast, you might ask Chat.
JAM.
That's right.
Very good.
Jam.
Chat jam.
That's right.
You see, Christy, because you can jam.
I know. I'm very.
Here you go, Christy. This is an easy one.
Are you sure it's easy? Because I'm not good at
If
this.
you wanted to understand how carbonation works, try Chat.
POP?
That's a pretty good one. How about Chat FIZ? A little fizz for you.
Fizz has 2 Z's.
Yeah, that's not the way.
Not the way I spell it.
Stay in school.
He's doing hip-hop spelling.
Here's another one for Tom. I know he's going to get this. Your teenage boy wears too much body spray. Blame Chat.
Oh.
AXX.
AXE. That's right. Willie.
Wait, no, you got it wrong. AXX.
Did I steal that one?
There you go.
I
You get
need
a
this
blind. Okay.
Well, how about when I wash wash their laundry back in the day? The Chat JIZ.
Again, there's a second Z.
Second Z on D.
Not the way we do it.
There's an M, I thought.
Do you see the look on your son's face when you said that?
No, I'm actually kind of impressed. I like watching the old man cook.
I think Willie might get this one. If you want to respond like a teenager who just saw a movie they didn't care for, you would ask Chat.
LOL.
No. Chat MEH. Chat meh. How was it? Meh. Meh. Meh.
Do you hear that in your house a
Or
lot?
you could have had Chat MID. How was it? Mid.
Man.
Mid.
A lot of ennui in that.
Yeah. Josh, if you want to know what type of vehicle is best for kidnapping someone, try Chat.
VAN.
Oh, you get a block of soap. Everyone's doing well today. My friend's kids sit around in black clothes feeling sorry for themselves all day while listening to The Cure. I blame bad parenting. The parents blame Chat.
Black clothes, listening back.
I know it.
I know this one.
Chat goth. I don't know.
EMO?
That's right, Pat. You get a block of Irish Spring.
I want one. Ooh.
Oh, my gosh. Here's another one for Chick. If you wanted to learn new words you can call Tom when you're angry with him, try Chat.
Thesaurus?
Is it Chat Thesaurus?
No, we're looking for 3 letters. Three letters.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
How about try Chat SOB?
Oh, SOB, Tom.
Chick said it, not me.
That's right.
Cool.
Son of a bitch is what that means.
Translation.
Ace, if you wanted to learn how to talk yourself out of an ass whooping, try Chat.
Wow. I don't got it.
Try Chat PUS. Yeah, you're a big puss.
I wouldn't have gotten it either. It's funny, but it was not answerable.
That's pus.
I don't even get it now.
Once again,
Chat pus is for an infection.
If you were on a date, you would.
Yeah.
Pat Godwin.
Yes, sir.
If you wanted to learn different ways of letting people know you want to be left alone, try Chat.
Oh, I don't have this. Not even close.
Chat GIT. Get.
Oh, get.
That's for Pat?
That's for. That's just.
It should be for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about
Don't let him get to you. This is
Christy?
very
You'll
funny.
like this one. If you wonder why you were put here on Earth and what your purpose in life is, consult Chat.
God?
Oh, actually, that would have been better than what I came up with.
What did you have?
I came out with Chat HMM.
These are getting very.
Well, that doesn't make any damn sense at all.
G-O-D.
I hate this game.
You're watching Catholics versus Atheists on Game Show Network.
Okay,
Josh, what are you talking about? Jeff grew up Catholic. Of course he's atheist.
which is why I'm an atheist. Chick, you want to learn some church songs? Try Chat.
Him? H-Y-M?
That's right. Chat him.
Chat him.
There's an N in there. Not the way I spell it, you son of a bitch. I believe you mean S-O-B.
Oh, yeah, S-O-B.
Why don't you chat STFU? And finally,
Too many letters.
If you here, this is for Josh. We're going to close on this. This is playing into the last two. If you wanted to learn a song from the late 80s that makes you go, try chat REM.
MTV?
REM's good.
Try chat CNC.
Oh, of course. The things that make you go,
That's right.
CNC Music Factory.
That's right. Yes. Oh, my gosh. I think that's all of them.
That was great.
You guys are all big winners. You get a bar of soap. You get a bar of soap. And I am out of here.
Very nice. Thank you for...
Press the
Ace,
wrong
you
button.
get a lot of bars of soap.
You like the Irish Spring, Ace?
I'm oil of Olay these days.
Oh.
All right.
Olay, but
It is free.
This is free. Yeah.
Oh, it'll go in storage.
Pat, you guys can fight over it.
You don't want yours?
No.
Oh, I love it.
You like Irish Spring?
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
It smells fine, doesn't it?
It's powerful soap. It's a powerful soap.
It's a powerful soap.
Is
that
we use only the finest lye.
Is that commercial still out there with a very attractive...
I don't think so.
Flaming red hair.
And I like it too.
I like it too.
The jiggling up to this camera. And I like it too. Look at these huge heaving boobs.
Okay.
Aaron go braless.
What are the
My
classics?
shillelagh's grown.
We got shillelaghs in the news coming up. We got sports news coming up. We're going to talk with the great Joe Theismann.
What is he, a football player?
And Chick's
I heard him.
concerned that I'll embarrass him.
You always do. Now, Joe, when you played at Notre Dame, what were the jerseys made out of? They like a rayon, or was it a cotton, or was it? I can just hear you.
Was he number 7 in Notre Dame?
Yes, he was.
Okay.
Why? You wanted to ask a question that you thought I didn't know? What?
No. I was just curious. No, I'm just kind of curious. Did you see that cool story about number 1 for the Giants?
I don't know if it's a cool story. I don't agree with it at all.
You don't?
No. What we're talking about is Malik Neighbors, the new receiver for the New York Giants. Evidently, is going to be all that. He comes from LSU, very high draft pick. And he wanted to have number 1 for the Giants. Well, apparently they had retired number 1, Ray Flaherty, one of the great wideouts. In 1935, they retired the jersey.
Am I correct in saying it was the first
Turns out
ever
it was
retired?
the first number ever retired by the a team in the National Football League.
Okay.
First number ever retired.
Okay.
Well, they're going to unretire it and give it to this punk.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
No,
That's
but no, wait,
unfortunate.
no. He went to the family.
Cha-ching, yes, go ahead.
Went to the family and said, "Would it be okay if I?"
Well, that's nice, but you still don't take it.
You still don't take it.
Yeah.
No.
No.
The first number ever retired by a National
You say
Football
thank you,
League
but
team.
I don't need that number,
But this,
right?
it gives him something to live up to. And he
How
said
about number 2?
He said he will respect the origin and.
It's still selfish.
I don't care.
It's still a selfish move.
Well, I just hope he doesn't end up like a couple of Giants receivers in a nightclub and a gun goes off and shoots him in the thigh. That would be unfortunate.
Especially if it put a hole through the jersey.
Well, I don't
Well,
think
that might make it worth more.
Maybe he'd be wearing.
I mean, this kind of goes against your philosophy of you never name your kid Junior because they could end up being not living up to. I mean, if he wants to try to live up to the number 1, I mean.
But the fact that he went to the family and they said they were cool.
Yeah, people
with
who
it.
never met the person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they had nothing to.
So are you suggesting that there was money involved?
I'm not saying anything.
Okay.
I'm just saying they decided to do it, so, and they're Giants, so I could care less.
Is
what
OJ's Bills jersey retired?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know if anybody would have the chutzpah to wear 32
No
for the Bills or the 49ers, for that matter. He played.
Yeah, but that's a number that could use some PR.
Yeah.
Yeah. They brought back the Bronco. Why not? Get Josh Allen and OJ's number.
Yeah. Well, a cool story.
Give Josh Allen 32. Yeah, see what happens.
Now, what's coming up in sports?
What's coming up? Pittsburgh Steelers, and they have named a quarterback. And, of course, they named the wrong quarterback, but that's none of my business either. And Cowboys signed a running back. Boy, I don't care about any of these teams. And there's a readathon.
Really?
We're going to hear about a readathon in sports.
All right.
Aren't we, Tom? Guess whose story is I?
It's encouraging people to read. It's a positive thing.
Oh, yeah, that is nice.
Because that's when people read, when they're threatened. Yeah. You're right.
It's a positive thing.
Okay. All right.
I'm sorry.
We'll hear the details.
We like more illiterates out there.
It's a readathon.
Okay. Now, that's also coming up. Also, I did mention Joe Theismann, Al Jackson, and more. What do you got over there?
Simply Safe, the do-it-yourself, design-it-yourself home security system. It's protected my compound for close to 10 years now. I sleep better every night with Simply Safe. Their 24/7 monitoring agents are standing by to protect me and my belongings and my Joe Theismann jersey. If someone tries to break in, they send emergency help when I need it most. An exclusive live guard protection. I can't get over this feature from Simply Safe. It's science fiction, but it's true. Simply Safe agents act within 5 seconds of receiving your alarm. They can see and speak to intruders inside your home, warning them police are on their way. What kind of a thief goes ahead and just, evidently the cops are on the way.
Tell them to grab me a cappuccino and a donut.
Yeah. What the heck? You can have the same peace of mind I do, and so many of our listeners. Simply Safe is offering Bob and Tom listeners 20% off a system. Just visit simplysafetom.com. Protect your home this summer with 20% off any new Simply Safe system when you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. Just visit simplysafetom.com. That's simplysafetom.com. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. Coming up, we have dogs and naked people and not together. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, got a question. What's that? How can I listen to Bob and Tom radio on my...
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
This is one of my favorite tunes, by the way.
Tom's going to do one of his big hits.
Oh, yeah. It is, actually. It's
a huge hit.
One of the better ones. Yeah, all set over there, Tom?
I beg your pardon? Who are you speaking to?
Oh.
It's that strange European accent that you can't quite place.
Yes, hello.
I'm sorry, your name, sir?
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Bonjour. Good morning, Mr. Bonjour.
Oh, that's very funny.
Oh, yeah, we said.
You must be the chick, the funny one. Yes. Thank you so much.
I'm sorry, we didn't catch your name.
I haven't thought of one yet.
I see.
Peter Merritt, isn't it? Or
I think it is Peter Merritt.
Peter Merritt.
Yes.
Like that?
Yes. That would be very funny.
He's the crappy artist, isn't he?
Dick Merritt? Yeah.
Ricardo Merritt. Yes.
Ricardo Merritt.
Excuse me, darling. I hate to interrupt you, but there's something I must tell you. I will sing for you now. In a minute.
Let it come around.
I will sing after the band comes around.
It's the band's fault.
If you find yourself in Holland, they'll say to you, how yaman? In France, they'll say, fermez la gueule. In Athens, you'll hear scarmont. In Berlin, it's Helden Sie die Schnauze! In Jakarta, it's simply bon com. Let me translate for you, darling. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Coming around again.
Has there ever been a topic on which you don't expound? Has there ever been a moment when your mouth wasn't making a sound? Have you ever had the feeling that you might have said enough? I am begging you, my darling, shut up, shut up, shut up. not matter. You still want to shoot the breeze. When I hear your constant chatter, I'm thinking, someone shoot me, please. Maestro. Now we are in the bedroom, so comfortably inclined. But the only intercourse we're having is the conversational kind. There's just one way to stop you from blabbering so much. Say hello to Mr. Johnson and shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Ah, bravo.
Fermez la douche.
Yes. Laird Chevalier.
Laird Chevalier.
Maurice Chevalieris. Thank you. Maurice Chevalier.
I was part of the team that launched the first low salt, low sugar peanut butter into the category. It was called Simply Jif. It was targeted towards diabetics. I wanted to call it Type 2 Peanut Goo, but yeah, of course you don't feel good, Greg. You ate an entire rotisserie chicken at 11:30 at night. You shoved the whole thing in your fat face in 6 minutes, Greg. I think you ate the rubber band that holds the legs together. I mean, come on. My birth certificate? That document is 54 years old. I also don't have the Declaration of Independence. Because I don't know if you've ever seen an organic peanut butter kid go off the deep end. It is not pretty. Okay, these kids, they spend 18 years eating it, then they go off to college. They have one bite of a Jif sandwich. 6 weeks later, they're passed out on a park bench with Nutter Butters all over their face.
Oh, hey, welcome back. It's a party. Yeah, we're just having a party.
Hell of a party.
Having a great time. The Bob and
Communion with friends.
Everyone loves each other so much.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You told me to shut up yesterday, Christy. I'm still laughing about it.
I yelled at you.
Oh, it was so funny.
The shows that really...
Hey, good morning, Christy. How are you today? Oh, you look amazing.
You see, a lot of shows, they do that.
I don't think they do that.
All the hostilities behind the scenes.
Yeah, I watched the morning show. I've seen it.
You
Yeah.
tell that bitch to stay out of my dressing room.
Tom, are you aware of the show, The Morning Show with Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon?
Kelly watches it. I have not watched it.
I have not either. Is it pretty good?
I love it. I think it's really good.
I love everybody involved, but I fear that it's on the Apple.
It is.
Okay,
Yeah,
I don't. I got that for 2 days for free, and it was.
What do you need? What do you need? 20
It was
bucks?
so unwieldy, and I was like, I hate it. I got off of it immediately.
Apple was unwieldy with you?
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
I couldn't search movies. I couldn't do. I was like, this is the least user friendly.
Really?
Is
Yeah.
that right?
I've never had that experience.
Good.
No, good. Folks,
I'll give you
no
my
good.
password.
I think I know what you were you maybe searching? There's two options when you search there. You can search for Apple TV entirely.
All
That's
right.
where you'll find like Ted Lasso and their original programming. Or you can search in your own library. That'll be where movies that you bought on the iTunes Store are. I'd imagine you were searching for movies in the iTunes Store, which you hadn't bought.
Actually.
Probably.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I will say that Apple has one of the most wonderful searcher.
I agree.
So I was doing it wrong.
No, you can search all. Well,
It
I don't
searches
know.
all of the channels.
I don't know if they were kind of feuding with Amazon, but if you like type in the Josh Arnold Show, it'll say yes, it's available on Apple or it's available here
On
And it'll
Hulu
go
or
on Hulu.
I think that was my problem.
What were you,
I didn't
what were
want
you
them
looking for?
I didn't want them to show. I just wanted to know what was available on Apple. Just show me what you have, dummies.
Well, you weren't. You should have. Were you on Apple TV or Apple TV Plus?
I
now it's getting confused. Were you looking for Beaver Fever 75 again?
Oh, I see. You're going for the joke. You don't want to.
We're having a conversation here.
No. You're both helping. Yes, and I need help finding it.
Okay.
What's the difference between Apple TV and Apple TV
Well, Apple
Plus?
TV is just and Apple TV Plus is programming, and Apple TV is the device.
I think the larger point here is this is really getting confusing the world we live in.
Yeah.
And then HBO Max dropped the HBO.
All I know is this
Max.
morning I turned my TV on and Netflix wanted my password and I broke into a cold sweat. That's all I know.
Well, you have 10 accounts, right?
Oh, my God. It was I stopped that.
Actually, it's getting way more user-friendly. The QR code on the TV, you log in on your phone.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's where technology should stop. We're done.
I haven't had to use that yet.
Actually, the last thing you need your password anymore. It knows it's you.
I feel like you guys would all be so sad if you knew how little TV I watched.
No, Josh,
I haven't been on half of the things so long.
I'm sad because of how much TV I watch.
There's a rumor that Ted Lasso is coming back for a 4th season.
Season 4, baby.
Hey, he's an American.
They call fries chips here.
That's first season.
Give him 7 Emmys.
That's the season 1.
Cute little show.
I stopped watching, I think, in due large part to you.
You're
I think that might have happened.
It's so good.
Josh, there's a great episode. Someone's trying to call a ride share a lift, and somebody ends up in an elevator. Could you imagine?
That better not be true. Okay.
I need a lift.
Thank goodness.
When we're not in the building, you can't have a lift.
Yeah, some poor guy gets locked in the trunk when he wants a boot.
By the way, before you send me your emails, I've never watched 1 second of Ted Lasso. So I'm obviously judging something
a
I've never
charming
seen.
show.
I have no doubt. I like that tall,
sweaty guys
although
running around.
The beautiful tall woman is.
the beautiful tall.
She is in the worst movie made this year.
I love her.
Oh, she's in Argyle.
She's in.
She is?
No, she's in.
She is in Argyle.
She's in the one
she's
with
in
the.
a brunette that throws. Or is she in Argyle?
That's the one with the stunt man.
The Fall Guy?
The Fall Guy.
Oh, she's in The Fall Guy?
She is the Fall Guy, yes.
Everyone who's in that should have to pay double taxes or
I
something.
just like the Fall Guy more than Argyle.
Really?
Yeah,
I hated Argyle.
They're both awful. Everyone in all those movies, the federal government should step in and double their income tax.
I got a kick out of both of them, I bet.
Did you really?
No, I may. Yeah, I'll watch them.
If you can find them.
You put your book
If they're on Apple, I'm on.
If you can honestly say those are good movies, I'll give you $100.
But you like everything.
Not necessarily. Yeah.
Well,
you told me Beaver Fever 74 was weak, and you couldn't believe they were making a sequel.
Well, you know what it was? They had trouble following 73. That was so good.
73 was so out
Those
there.
were the bushiest years.
And then, 74, they introduced a multiverse for some reason.
You look at rock bands in 73, hair down to here and pubes to the floor. By the way, Pubes to the Floor, an underrated heavy metal band. Wouldn't you say so, Ace? This time for sports.
Once again, the radio vet weighing in.
It's the dude.
Say something.
It's the dude wipe. The dude wipes sports desk. And by the way, I'd like to recommend our interview with one of the main dudes from Dude Wipes from earlier in the week. It was really fun.
Huh?
And they do have Dumpkin Spice.
Ryan?
Dumpkin Spice Dude
Are they
Wipes.
on Ted Lasso?
Dude Wipes?
No, the guy from Dude Wipes.
No, why would he be on Ted Lasso?
I don't know. Maybe he's
Product placement?
He's on a show. The Dude Wipes guys are on a show that sort of rhymes with Lasso.
Yeah, they clean up occasional lasso. The flaming. That's what they should do.
Oh, God.
Dude Wipes should do a line up with like one of the hot chips.
Okay.
You know, like the.
Let's say your flaming hot Cheetos, something like that.
The flaming. Wait a minute, the flaming lassos. What would it be?
I think you're getting lost in this.
Yeah, we're combining Ted Lasso, Dude Wipes, and hot chips. This needs work.
I'd say we just
move on.
Table.
I was trying to get to some sports.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, Pittsburgh Steelers coach Mike Tomlin announced that 9-time Pro Bowler Russell Wilson will be his starter this season.
That's right.
Putting an end to the quarterback competition with Justin Fields. However, the real reason is, would you like to hear the real reason? You can't name Justin Fields because they all know Justin Fields is better. So if you start Russell Wilson, they can go to Justin Fields. But if you start Justin Fields, you can't go to Russell Wilson. That's why Russell Wilson is starting at quarterback.
Okay. Talk about a guy whose name was his destiny to be an athlete. Russell Wilson, 2 athletic brands.
Yeah.
Man.
You lost me at Russell. I don't, that doesn't pop into my head as a
but
athletic
sportswear,
brand.
yeah.
Russell athletic wear.
You've never seen that?
Oh, no, I'm aware of it now, but I thought you said it, but I think love muscle.
What else is going on in
So
sports?
had it been like Adidas Nike, you might have recognized it. Worst sportscast ever.
Dalvin Cook signed with the Cowboys.
Oh, that happened?
And
you're excited for it?
Oh, yeah, I'm excited for anything Cowboys. You know that about me. Stupid.
I wish real sport just a fart noise whenever they.
What do we say? Thumb down fart noise. A man in Nigeria. Look at him reading along. Look at him.
Oh, he was?
A man in
I'm
Nigeria.
actually reading about something else.
Sometimes he does news karaoke. When Christy or Chick's reading,
I know.
he's on his own thing.
Very
Well,
well.
very aware
I'll
of it.
find the story.
A man in Nigeria has broken the Guinness World Record for the longest marathon reading aloud.
Oh, jeez.
Isn't that great?
So,
Isn't that great?
is he running a marathon while reading out loud?
No, it's a marathon, meaning
Are we
the
going
length of
with
time.
Are we going with marathon?
Is that the new
Marathon?
Pepsi?
Yeah.
Marathon. No, down by the marathon. I bought my cigarettes this morning.
right,
Gals
baby.
at the marathon.
I thought above all
Every
you'd appreciate.
day you set records for the awfulness of the stories you choose. Every day.
What was he reading?
So,
I bet you it's not covered in here. I bet
how
you
long
$10.
did he read? Do we know?
Yes, it's in the story if you could find it.
He ripped it up.
Mr. Samson Ajao, A-J-A-O, it's the best I can
Flaming
do.
of the flaming AO.
Oh, okay. Now I see why we did the story.
Yeah.
Yep.
One comment.
One joke.
Funny name.
Yep. Funny name.
Funny name.
He achieved a final time of 215 hours, just 1 hour short of 9 full days. Fascinating.
It's the world record. You're the one that
His
started.
successful attempt nearly doubled the previous record of 124 hours. He read aloud. He read 100 books aloud.
Wow.
100 books.
100 of them.
Was anybody there to hear it?
He said he didn't sleep at all during.
They have to have an adjudicator there the whole time.
Well, I don't care what religion the person is.
Oh, okay. It's not
His successful attempt, one of the longest marathon record attempts in Guinness. I'm sorry, my tongue came off the roller. I'm sorry.
Your tongue quit.
Tongue
out.
Quit.
He's encouraging
surpassed
people.
in recent time only by what? No, you cover that last part for me, Tom. I'm lost as far
Mr.
as
Ayaho's successful attempt is one of the longest marathon record attempts in Guinness World Records history.
Of any marathon?
Of any type of marathon.
Gotcha.
Surpassed only by the DJ Faber Moriere, who
they
did
call him the pencil.
who did a 10-hour DJ marathon.
Yeah, I saw him at Coachella a couple years ago. He was playing at a gas station near the airport.
Picking the tunes for you. This is important to helping people underscoring the importance of reading. You
no,
don't like that?
preschool teachers who read to their kids.
Yes.
Fathers and mothers who read to their kids.
Yes.
That's important. This is nothing.
Not important.
It's a waste of time and energy.
Okay.
Was he reading to children or anything? Anything?
Couldn't say.
Anything societally
Hey,
helpful?
honey, you want to go take our kid to the guy that stayed awake for 9 days and is reading his 98th book? You want to bring your kid around that freak?
You're supposed to get him interesting there toward the end. He started like digging into Lady Chatterley's lover and
Oh, he started getting a little, yeah.
Diary of a London Lady.
The story of O.
Yeah. All of a sudden, he was getting sleepy, so I started, reading, something a little saucy.
Yes.
Do you remember the first pornographic book you ever saw, Jim?
Oh, God.
I know. I remember seeing like Harlequin romances in the grocery store.
Oh, that's it. They did.
But I never
With
really.
the provocative cover? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. Where I was like, oh, that's for.
So your first encounter with pornographic material was in the video realm.
Yes, it was. Well, magazines. Yeah. Magazines and then video.
But photographs in magazines or drawings as opposed to the printed word.
Exactly, yeah. That's actually not quite true. There was some sex in like some Stephen King that I read as a,
but not hardcore
but they weren't
pornography.
right. They were not. What do you F books?
Graphics, yeah.
Smut?
Yeah,
Graphics.
yeah. They went smut.
I mean, there are people who are what imprints them sexually is in fact the written word.
Sure.
Pornographic as opposed to drawing. Everyone has their own thing, I guess.
Right.
But some people it's photographs, some people it's drawings, some people it's cartoons.
And they say, men are more visual and women are more...
They like to read.
So,
like to
Christy, have you been
visualize.
really turned on by a book that you've read?
Sure.
Yeah.
And I'm more turned on, I think, from the spoken word, if you will,
yes.
rather than the visual.
But do you like them hot?
What?
You know.
You can answer them.
What
You
do
like
you-
thing hot.
He really didn't define what he was
I'd rather
talking
have
about.
sex when it's hot than cold.
No,
yeah.
but I mean, do you like the prose to be, sort of provocative?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like his, throbbing tower of love.
Sure.
Entered the
I don't read a lot of those kind
Velveteen
of books.
Pedunda
but-
of the willing maiden.
Okay, this is not a joke.
Tom, stop. You're giving me an erection.
This is his idea of pornography.
Right?
What he just said.
Were the 50 Shades books graphic?
They were graphic
they were.
and real boring. For me, especially the second two. Yes, I read all three because
I only read the first. I didn't even finish the first one.
why did I read them? Because women read them, and I like talking with women. That's why I read them.
Hey, will I get it if I haven't read the first 49 Shades of Grey?
You won't?
Hey, get a good one, folks.
Okay, well, congratulations to the guy in wherever he was, whatever country it was, to read for 10 hours.
Christy, didn't you stop reading 50 Shades of Grey because the first time she ever had sex, she had
I was so pissed.
almost an immediate orgasm, and you went, I'm out.
I'm out. I go, this lady's a liar.
I'm a guy, and I remember reading it going, she didn't. No, she
way.
didn't.
Well, it's fiction, right?
Right.
Yeah. It's actually Twilight fan fiction.
Isn't that funny?
Isn't that odd?
It's from this kind of weird innocent place, and it creates the horniest, masochistic
The
desires.
vampire werewolf Twilight people?
Yeah. So she essentially took Twilight and just
Turned
made
it into
'cause
a-
vampirism is about sex most
sure.
of the time.
Right.
But,
Very sexy.
yeah.
It's weird because my fan fiction about Harry Potter also has a lot of choke sex. Who would have thought? Malfoy?
Okay.
That's sports.
That's sports? Oh,
Well,
okay.
we could talk about Tom Brady, but we used up all our time talking about.
Tom Brady. What's going on with Tom Brady?
Well, you don't want to know.
I don't want to know.
I do.
You don't care.
Oh, don't
You
tease us like
care.
I
The story,
care.
I think every 6 months they say he's going to play again. Is it that one?
Back in May of 2023, it was reported that the NFL legend and Tom's personal god, Tom Brady, was in discussions to become a limited partner with the Raiders. More than a year later, his purchase is yet to be approved, but he's still in the running. Apparently, here are some of the reasons that it hasn't happened yet. Mark Davis apparently proposed giving Brady a steep discount over market value to become an owner with him in the Las Vegas Raiders. NFL owners would not be excited about a partial owner of an NFL franchise, though, being a broadcaster of other NFL teams. Apparently, that is a gigantic sticking point.
It seems reasonable for them to be mad about
Shut
that.
up. So, according to reports, ESPN, the league presented a slide titled Brady, Broadcast Restrictions to Owners during league meetings last week in Minneapolis. Here are some of the rules that Brady will have to abide by if he continues to be a broadcaster and a partial owner in the Las Vegas Raiders, which is his dream.
Yeah.
And remember, he's going to be on Fox's broadcast, Browns and the Cowboys. A week from Sunday, it's his first game, but he doesn't own the Raiders yet, so he can be a full-fledged broadcaster. But if he becomes, remember, what was the 10 years, $340 million or something Fox gave him?
Something
Isn't that right?
ridiculous.
Something like that. Tom Brady will, as a broadcaster and also owner, the other owners were assured he would not be permitted to be in another team's facility.
All right.
Brady cannot witness practice. Brady cannot attend broadcast production meetings.
There's
that's odd.
He can't be a...
He will be subject to fines or even suspension if he goes too far in criticizing game officials or other clubs. He's subject, of course, to the league's gambling policy, and he's subject to the league's anti-tampering policies, being an owner, permitted only strictly social communication with members of other clubs.
Okay.
It's unknown, but the owners still have to vote on Brady's bid if his bid comes in and Davis wants him to be part owner.
There's no basis for this. It's not like Tom Brady was a part of the biggest cheating scandal in NFL history and went to Michigan. It's not. What are you talking about?
Oh, if you haven't seen Colin Stallions, the documentary on Netflix right now about the sign stealing, take an hour and a half and watch that. It's great. Yes, I'm from Columbus, Ohio, but I don't care who won the national championship, but just go ahead and watch it.
Wow.
I don't have a dog in the fight in college football, but it's something else.
Good to know. Good to know. Check it out.
And the next opportunity, Brady to be okay to be an owner and be part owner of the Raiders is coming up in October. So we will see what happens. He might have to cut his broadcast career short.
Do you think he cares? Would he rather be an owner?
I think he would rather be an owner than anything else.
If I remember right, it's for like 3% of the team.
Then can he sell it down the road to make money on it?
Well, sure, it is if he wants it. Yeah. If it's
by the way, I found out what the guy was reading for the marathon record.
All right. This is the guy who read for 9 days straight.
So much for sports content. Yes,
that was
Tom,
very interesting.
Get us back on track.
What was he reading?
Thank you,
The
Christy.
menu at the Cheesecake Factory.
I like that joke. I like it. It was worth revisiting.
What did you say about that comment?
I like that joke.
Okay.
You're calling it a comment?
I'm only going to comment.
Coming up, we have pizza news.
It's a big menu.
It's a long menu, you see.
A CVS receipt.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
I like that one, too.
We should make a list of those one morning. All the hacky punch.
I love it.
You're welcome. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get.
Hi, this is Chick McGee from the Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcast. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Hello there, it's Ed from Ed Septic and Sewage. I'm here at this poor SOB's house. He got quoted $20,000 for a new system. I'm doing that same system for him, $500. I know what you're thinking. Ed, how can you do it so cheap? Well, first of all, this machine, stolen. That saves me a ton of money. Secondly, I'm not licensed or bonded. That saves me tens of thousands of dollars a year. So if you need a cheap septic, call me, Ed Septic. When things get hectic, call Ed Septic at the number below. From Ed Septic.
That's why you're single. That's all.
What?
Are we? Wait a minute. I'm sorry. We're back live.
Back with that.
Not your tongue.
He was talking about me because I went like this.
No. I'll tell you what it was. You see, you're not even aware of what you just did. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're live in the Napa Auto Parts Studios. Coming up, our interview with Donald Fagen.
You're
from
so
Steely Dan.
stupid. You don't know what you're saying.
No, we're trying to make conversation. Just before the mic's open, Josh goes, hey, my toilet seat's on the way.
Yeah, that's right. He's excited about it.
Right.
It was something we had discussed.
Did you hear what Tom said? We were trying to make conversation. Tom doesn't have conversations.
He didn't speak a word during that break. They kept his headphones on.
They invented the phrase, he talks at me.
You, yes.
I thought it was, I mean, Josh, okay, you're on a first date. Let's just say, and there's some nice music in the background. You're at a nice restaurant, and the waiter comes up. You order some sort of cocktail, I assume. What's your beverage of choice?
I might have a tequila and a beer.
Together?
Beer. Sure,
there you go.
Beer and shot? Why not?
As you can
what
see,
he's thinking is, you don't look like an alcoholic. That's what he's thinking.
Oh, no, I think he looks like one. And then
farthest from the truth, but go ahead.
And then this young lady orders something, and then you say, as a conversation starter, hey, my new toilet seats, I just got a thing from Amazon. It's on the way. And then she goes,
yeah, I'm sure that's what you would
waiter, could I get an Uber? I've got to get out of here. I have a thing.
My God, the way your brain operates.
I know, it's amazing.
Fascinating.
Isn't it? Mm-hmm.
So your new toilet seat, something you want to tell us why?
Well, we were talking because I'm tired of my vacuum cleaner, and Christy and I were talking about vacuum, and I'm going to order the one she has.
Yeah, you're replacing your vacuum.
I love my vacuum.
I'm tired
and so to enter the conversation, you said, wow, that's really interesting. Hey, my toilet seat's on the way.
Because the other day I mentioned that I broke
about it.
Josh, I love you, but I think he might be right.
Fair enough.
I'm just saying it's kind of a conversation killer, really.
I knew we only had 4 seconds left in the break.
It's kind of a funny thing.
I thought I would. Yes. You know what? I thought I was. I thought I was bringing up a topic that you would enjoy.
You know,
discussing.
I get Josh. I know what he was trying to do.
Okay, sir, I didn't understand.
I hate you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it took just over a year, but about 6 months longer than I had in the pool, but it finally happened.
No, you had the under. I would have taken the under too.
Josh now openly hates Tom.
I had the under myself.
Congratulations.
But then they said I couldn't play because I could violate.
Hello, my name is Alexa. Are you looking for Bob and Tom Radio? Well, it's on me. Just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
Maria, were you a temp? Did you ever?
I was a temp for a long time, about 7 years, and I was like how they make every job sound like, so crazy,
We do things a little differently around here. We're a bit of a nut house. Hold on your hat. It's going to be a wild ride.
But it never is. I trained people in at offices, so I was like, oh, the fax machine's a little tricky. Yeah, you got to dial 9 to get out. No, a lot of people try to use the fax machine. They go, oh, it's not working. I said, did you dial 9? Once a week, Rajiv. No, every day we get bagels in the kitchen. There was week. Rajiv made some mini muffins. That's on a Monday. Guess what that's called? Mini Muffin Monday. I wish offices would be as crazy as they always promise. You get trained in, be like,
take me out of your pocket. Hi, I'm Zachanthos, the talking rabbit. I'm in charge of the volcano. Don't worry. You'll be working for Thor. He's always scrabbling through the recycling looking for quartz. He's a dwarf. Nude. Anywho, lunch is from 12 to 1, but there is a wrinkle in time, so just try to get back any time for the quickening. Your flippers, your barbecue tongs. If you have any questions, go back through the 5th dimension. I'll be sitting there on my lily pad. My only question is, when do I start?
Yeah.
That's a good job.
Wow.
Man.
I love that. Dial 9 for the fax machine. Remember that. Everybody's crazy. No, they're not. Okay. Thank you. Maria Bamford is with us. Wow, that's brilliant. That's very, very funny.
Did you ever work in an office, Tom? I don't think you have you?
Worked in a restaurant, right?
No. It's an interesting experience. Bob, did you ever work in an office?
Oh, yeah. I did a little.
I have issues with authority, you might have.
I know. That's why I was asking. You know what struck me is it's so quiet.
What, in an office?
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Well, you're still, that's if people are actually doing work, yeah.
And I had to work at a bank once when I was at temp, and I was stunned at how quiet it was.
And people whisper, you know what the saddest place in the world is when you're the temp and it's time for office birthdays and you didn't get the email because you're not on the system yet.
Right.
And you hear the voice of your coworkers rise from the conference room, happy birthday, everybody who had their birthday in the office this month. And if you cup your Curves mug against the conference room door, you can almost hear the happy scraping of plastic fork against paper plate. And later sometimes, somebody comes by your cube and says, oh, there's cake left. Did the temp get any cake? What's her name again? Hey, Maya. If you want any cake, there's cake left.
Nice.
Cake. Temp want cake.
Yeah.
They all want cake.
Okay, fine. That's Friday morning on the Bob and Tom Show.
The Bob and Tom Show. Friday morning, 6.
Hello, Kenny.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, Tom.
Chick.
How are you, buddy?
Good.
Good.
Looking at my calendar.
Yeah, what do you got going on, pal?
Are you supposed to be somewhere else right now?
You got an appointment?
Probably. I have no idea. I never know where I am. Let's see. Tomorrow and Saturday, the Dayton Funny... No, wait a minute. The Iowa Funny Bone in Des Moines. Is it called the Iowa Funny Bone?
It's called the Des Moines Funny Bone.
Oh, that's much better.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I thought it was
Time out.
penguins.
Let's start all over. Take a breath.
Go ahead.
Who's
going to be in Des Moines?
Who's going to be where?
Brent Terhune, who was our guest yesterday.
Yes, okay.
I so enjoyed the discussion of how his mother used to leave him messages. But she's no longer with us, so she will not be attending these shows.
No, she will not, sadly.
Friday and Saturday. Willie G, this Friday at the Lincoln Lodge in Chicago, made out entirely of Lincoln logs.
Wow.
A few people knew that.
That's true. Come check
and
it
then
out.
the next Wednesday, Zanies in Old Town with Willie G. How do we get tickets to this, Willie?
You can go to my Instagram at willie.griswold. There's a link in the bio. And those two shows we just mentioned, not going to be in that bio for 10 minutes. So take your time, people.
Okay.
I'm working on it, baby.
And then the Independent Comedy Club in Detroit with Chris Higgins, September 6th and 7th.
And those are already at the link.
There you go.
I did my homework.
Other than that one other thing you
don't bring that up right now. We're not talking. We're talking about Chris Higgins.
Now, are we segueing over to Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk?
Guess so.
Outdoor company Yeti and beverage brand Liquid Death are releasing a one-of-a-kind cooler shaped like a casket.
Love it.
The two brands announced the casket cooler, which they say was built with Yeti's heavy-duty patented T-latch lid locks.
Oh, sure.
And triple foam cold cell technology to keep your drinks ice cold for an eternity.
I'm a big fan of both brands. I really am.
Sure.
Yeah, Liquid Death.
Life-sized casket holds approximately 378 12-ounce cans of Liquid Death.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a life-sized casket.
Yeti coolers are already pretty heavy.
Yeah.
Expensive.
There
it
is. It's a picture of it. It's you could get a body.
Wow.
Or
Yeah, we're having a barbecue. How many pallbearers will you have?
Or 252 19.2-ounce cans of Liquid Death without ice.
Also, I am a big fan of both brands, but I bet that costs $1,500.
Wait, the unique item is currently up for auction at liquiddeath.com/Yeti.
Yeah.
Bidding started at, what did you say?
$1,500.
Started at $1,500.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
Top bid as of 2:30 this morning, $33,300.
$33,000?
Yes.
Oh, it's a very good cooler.
Oh, I have no doubt, but my goodness.
I'm going to say something very Griswoldian. It might ruin the show. I'm very sorry. If you have that at a party in the backyard, it looks like you're having a funeral for two babies. That's exactly what it looks like.
Oh,
you should be sorry.
Yeah, I led with that. I led with that. I'm not proud of it.
Willie, I had a guy try to sell me a casket once. I said, that's the last thing I need.
That counts now. That counts. Christy, tell us about Sleep
brought
Number.
to you by Sleep Number.
Thanks for saving me there, Ace.
No.
That's what we needed after I made the darkest comment of all time.
They could sell dozens of these.
They could. Yeah.
I'm with Josh. Have you ever picked up a Yeti cooler?
Sure.
You would not be able to move that by yourself.
Sturdy. They're very,
But I think if they made whatever 100 of them, they'd sell them all.
You're right. They
Maybe
would.
they will.
And it's so heavy, you have to move it with like 4 people.
Yeah.
They look like
Right.
pallbearers.
Yeah.
I'm going back to it. I think it's I don't know.
And I already did a pallbearer joke. So yeah.
I was so in my head that I didn't hear it. I was regretting.
I'll tell you what. Head into the green room.
Take a moment.
Absolutely.
Get it up.
Get a Coke Zero.
Get a Coke Zero, get a coffee maybe.
Kick back.
Shake it off for a second.
You know what? Here's an idea. Get to Chicago.
Get to Chicago.
And
buddy, I'll head up there right now.
Okay.
I wish I was on the road right now.
All
My
right.
goodness.
Now,
Liquid Death is water, right?
It is.
Yeah.
Liquid Death is water. Although I remember Pat Godwin once telling me he thought he experienced liquid death. Was it in Mexico on one of the cruises? And,
I had diarrhea on the cruise.
That was the liquid death.
Montezuma.
Last thing you're ever going to do. Okay. Wow. Well, cool. Someone's going to get this thing. It's going to cost a fortune. But it's very interesting. Perfect for Halloween.
Yeah. Obviously, it'd be great at a
Honestly,
Halloween party.
it didn't look crazy caskety.
It didn't. You're right. I agree.
But, yeah.
I mean,
I think it does.
I mean, it does and
yeah,
it doesn't.
we know you do, Willie.
I can't get over
We
it.
know.
I can't get over it.
That's called something in the funereal business.
I mean, where
they have the double opening.
Half the top opens.
Yeah, it's called a half cab or something. I'm not. There's something. There's some slang. Could be a convertible. I'm not.
Barbaric custom.
Does anybody in this room have a casket picked out?
no, I'm not going to be in one.
Can
You mean for themselves?
Yeah, right.
Anything else.
Oh, you have some for other people?
Hey, if you're
Wish
moving,
list.
Pizza
Hey, is that why
Hut.
you were measuring me yesterday?
If you're moving, Pizza Hut may have just what you need. Pizza Hut has unveiled the pizza box.
Pizza-shaped suitcase.
It can turn into a miniature table, chick.
Huh?
The chain recently announced an innovative and tasty solution for moving woes with the launch of the Moving Box Table. The box can transform into a small table, offering a practical solution for pizza lovers who need a quick and easy dining setup amidst the chaos of moving. Pizza Hut said its Moving Box Table is available while supplies last by purchasing a large pizza at a select restaurants in Dallas, Charlotte, and Orlando.
I love when companies lean into some of the, like Jack in the Box has really leaned into that stoner 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. crowd, that sort of drunk stoner crowd. Now they're going, hey, people always talk about pizza at moving.
Yep.
Yeah.
You always order a pizza when you're moving.
It's just sort of the bottom thing folds out into a standard so you can sit next to it and it becomes a little table.
That's nice, right?
Cute idea.
Oh, it's cardboard. I see.
Not a bad idea.
Wow, that's...
Oh, it's the actual box. I was envisioning some kind of permanent.
Well, I mean, I think for a lot of young men, that's going to be permanent. That is going to be that is going to be a nightstand forever.
You like that chick?
This is a story? Let me see your copy. Hold up your copy to me. Hold it up. Hold it up.
Okay.
Yep, I knew it. Really?
Pizza Hut.
You think
a pizza box table made out of a pizza box.
See, I thought it
applaud
was,
Pizza Hut.
I didn't realize it was a real pizza box. In my head, I was just envisioning a...
But the whole thing is if you're moving, hey, you come on over, help me move, I'll buy a pizza and a beer.
Yeah.
But your whole thing is you don't help people move anymore.
Can't you just put the pizza box on the counter?
No, that's the thing. This makes perfect sense.
There is no counter. You've just moved in.
This is a good thing.
There's no furniture.
Well, you have a counter in your
You have
kitchen.
counters to places you're moving, like kitchen counter. You don't move those in. You weirdo.
This is for when you're in the back of the truck. You're sitting outside. You're moving in between.
Last person.
You guys know damn well what this is for.
Stupid. It's stupid.
The last person to help somebody move was Willie.
Yeah.
Just last week.
Yeah, I did. I built a bed. Then I broke the bed a day later.
Oh, no.
Huh? Just laying in there.
No. Do you think it was built incorrectly?
I mean, yeah, if so, it was my fault.
Wait a minute, you built it, you broke it solo?
I broke it solo. I was just sitting there on my phone doing nothing. Then
you're on your phone.
Worst part about it, that's the third bed I've broken. And eventually, I got to start thinking it's my fault.
I wonder what's going on.
What about a toilet seat? Ever break a toilet seat?
Never broken a toilet seat. I've
broken a toilet seat.
There's nothing.
I did, yeah. It snapped.
Too,
yeah.
I'm moving.
What were you doing to it?
Crapping on it. I really was. I was just sitting there. It was at the apartment complex I lived at, and it snapped. And then the two pieces that broke pinched my ass as it went back together. It was so painful.
Well, we'll come back. We have a fugitives in the news. Al Jackson and Joe Theismann both coming up.
And more on the Pizza Hut box.
Oh, I hope so. Yeah, maybe an end table or a sofa.
A grandfather clock.
A living room suit. All made of pizza boxes. You idiot.
These are all good ideas. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll free at 1-888-BOB-TOM-1 or at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is I'm going to take this out and I'm going to let any of you decide if you want to. This is
let Josh handle that.
This is a big one.
There you go.
The last one.
Let Josh handle that. Josh is a good handler.
Josh can handle that.
Yeah, I can take it.
From here.
There you go.
Looks like a curling iron.
Hello.
Oh, it's a rabbit.
Yeah, this one's not messing around.
No.
And what's great about it, Sadie, it seems to me, is that you can. Well, this hits everything, doesn't it? It's
looks like you could hit a fastball.
Okay. Okay, so you see that button, the button in the middle where your thumb is there? Mm-hmm. That turns it on.
Right.
And now the two buttons on the sides turn on the other features. So why don't you go ahead and
Oh, boy.
Oh, there
push
you
those
go.
buttons.
Oh, so it's like a reciprocating saw there.
I mean,
It's alive.
so the one button controls the shaft of it, if you will.
Right.
Now, what's happening is
going
not
up and
only do you have an up and down motion
Wait
with
a minute. It is going up and down.
it's also turning right to left
Oh,
in
my.
the center of the shaft. So you're going to get that's going to work your
G-spot?
No, they actually.
Yes.
The tip will go in and out as this does massage the Grafenberg spot.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, that's going to say.
That's right.
That's so big, it's going to be saying hello to your kidneys. Josh, the way you grip that looks like you're familiar.
Well, I wanted to use my hand
to feel.
Yeah,
and it's got the rotating beads right here. Actually stimulate more nerve endings.
Isn't that interesting?
It looks kind of like
anatomy.
If you're trying to imagine this, it looks like one of those lava lamps.
Yeah.
That's right.
Has kind of a gooey look.
A gooey look.
Yeah. Now, does the Grafenberg spot, does that have anything to do with the Grafenberg Zeppelin? Is that anything at all? Is it the same guy? Or?
I think the first woman that put that in said, "Oh, the humanity."
Oh, okay.
Now it doesn't end there. You see this butterfly-looking thing.
It looks like a cobra.
What is the two little prongs there?
Well, these would stimulate the pleasure button of the woman, while the wings of the butterfly sort of stimulate the labia.
The vulva.
Yeah.
Yep, the labia, the vulva. That's right. Josh, you are so good.
Or Alexis.
I mean, this really...
Vulva, Alexis.
This
really works everything. I mean... You're not going to miss. You can't. It'd be hard to miss a spot.
Might be hard to get it out.
That epitomizes busy.
Yeah. Would you like to hear it?
It's very, very busy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
buzzy. Now, what's the purple? What's the purple one called?
It's going at it.
That's called the Pure Pleasure Self-Thrusting Rabbit.
Barney edition?
Self-thrust.
It should be called the Home Wrecker because...
It's really amazing. It's waterproof. It covers all your different pleasure spots. And what's fun is there's so much variety to it. The toys today are so advanced. They're so high tech. It's really fun to actually even pick them out with your partner.
Thanks, Sadie. Once again, it's ticklekitty.com. And it's whole bunch of stuff.
And follow me on Instagram if you guys would like, at Dr. Sadie Allison and Tickle Kitty and Go Love.
Wonderful.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from The Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcasts. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
You never realize how much music affects you until you're told to sit still. Number 23 on the Billboard charts.
Once you accomplish that dream, that's when you find out if that's really who you are.
That's a life-changing feeling. As musicians, we're tapping into that whenever we can.
We're all in. There's no plan B.
Hey, now you know you never listen. Sunshine, you know you're always missing out.
Coronavirus officially hitting the U.S. Here's
March 15th, the day the Earth stood still.
This is the most all of a sudden thing that's ever happened in my life.
You guys have to come home. What the hell's happening now?
Then it got kind of scary.
It was over everywhere.
Maybe the year or the time of the huge stadium concerts are over.
And we didn't know how long it would be.
I didn't think it would go as far as it did.
We thought it was going to be temporary.
Touring is the lifeblood of any band that wants to make a living. You have to tour, you have to play.
We're not sure when we're going to be able to play again.
It's starting to chip away at my soul.
This pandemic has impacted everybody in the music community.
Sometimes I feel like, wow, do I even belong here, you know? Just heartbreaking, man.
How are we going to get through this?
Dude, you got to call Eddie.
It's definitely tested us.
Reduced capacity make it almost impossible for a band to play.
How am I supposed to pay him?
Been all doing other things to make a living because it's been shut down.
He ain't coming for free.
When you have something that you love and it gets taken away from you for X amount of days, weeks, months, you just appreciate it more.
We all really took this for granted.
I miss that a lot. My favorite part of my job was connecting with the crowd.
It's the whole connection with humanity that is the most powerful thing.
People need that connection with other people. It'll come back. It's just a matter of time.
it's a 20-year overnight success type of situation.
Hello, my name is Alexa. If you have a smart speaker and what to hear, Bob and Tom Radio, just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn. Now, you try it.
Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
That's the first smart thing you've said to me since you took me out of the box.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
Possibly a song this hour.
Maybe.
Hey, that'd be great. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Hi, nice to see everybody.
There's Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee at the Dude Wife Sports Desk. Here's Tom.
Chick's upset about, sorry.
Well, I'm upset a lot of stuff.
Chick is upset about the selection of stories because the Pizza Hut people
Yes.
have come out.
You can make a table out of your pizza box.
I think it's kind of fun.
I applaud them.
If you're moving, and it shows two young ladies enjoying some pizza. They're clearly moving into a place, and they don't have any furniture yet, but they can set up their pizza on this special pizza box.
And Tom
I thought you were going to say they have no clothes. They're sitting there eating the pizza.
Tom thinks when you move into you have to actually put counters into a home because that's the way he's always done it. He guts the whole place and then moves.
No, but I mean sometimes when you're moving into a place and there's no furniture in there, you're sitting on the floor. You have one of your buddies help you move.
Yeah, sitting on the floor is not romantic at all. Where's that cardboard Pizza Hut box that's also a table?
But to apologize to our friends at Pizza Hut. So Chick's also been whining about the fact that you haven't done any songs, Pat. I just like to ask a question.
All right.
Because I've been told that you two meet and talk and
3 in the morning.
Outline the whole show.
Back and forth.
It's like the Rose Parade.
Yeah.
One show ends, you start planning for the next one. And more often than not, we get 2-3 hours deep, and Pat's done 0 songs.
So Pat,
there's a new outline of the show.
Last year,
I wasn't here. Yes,
last year
lots
when
of excuses.
Ace ate nothing but pizza for a month.
Oh yeah, 30 songs.
You did a pizza song every day.
Yeah.
So why don't you do one of your pizza songs?
Pick a number.
What did you do? You did 24.
Number
80,
4.
Go with number 4.
Hold on, 4.
Pizza song number 4.
I've only done this one once before.
Choose 4. He didn't choose. He just
Don't look behind the curtain.
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
4. Pick a number.
All right, I need
4.
a bass though. Go like this. Boom, 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 boom. Dean's gone. Remember?
Boom, 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 boom.
The pizza's gone. The pizza's gone. Someone ate all the toppings, left a crust. Not a lot of cheese.
Not a lot of cheese.
There are a lot of pies.
There are a lot of pies.
This party's beaten. Let's hit the road. It's 2 a.m. Domino's is closed. That was Cher. The grocery store might be open still, you'd think. Here comes Cher now. We never should have smoked that weed with drinks. Here comes the hook. The pizza's gone.
The pizza's gone.
The pizza's gone.
The pizza's gone.
DoorDash sounds like a plan in the pouring rain. Maybe Mickey D's.
Mickey D's.
Maybe extra fries.
Just chick.
The chickster's gone. Oh, the pizza's gone.
And this song makes me mad. Everybody thinks Sonny wrote that song.
Yeah. He didn't?
And no, it was Carol Kay who wrote that song.
Oh, I love Carol
She
Kay.
came
That's
up
her,
with
baby.
boom, boom, boom. That was her.
She didn't write the
line.
lyrics?
No, Sonny came up with the beat goes on.
It's a classic.
Well, that's the heart of the song.
The beat goes on. That's what Sonny had.
Carol Kay is.
Yeah, you're exactly right. That without that bass, that is nothing.
Tom, that's a good point.
Ace Cosby, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, back when we lived in apartments, we had our bros come over, give you pizza and beer.
Uh-huh.
They didn't have DoorDash back then.
No, they didn't.
You would do DoorDash.
I know. What would I do?
I'm loving this show.
I feel like I'm at an Old West bar and I'm just waiting for a gun to come out.
Just getting too real.
I just realized no one can hear me laughing when I laugh that hard.
I looked up, the bartender put down his towel and glass and walked into the back. Like, oh, now there's trouble.
We should, every one day every week, Jason should give one of us a gun just to make sure that we're all being safe. You don't know who's going to
You think that's how it would work? If one of us got a gun?
Are you out of your mind?
A cap gun at most.
Lily's got a gun.
A squirt gun, maybe.
No, one on the flag that says bang.
Oh, I've always wanted one of those. I've always wanted one of those, and I've always wanted one of those.
What's the price point of one of those?
Punching bags on or punching gloves on a spring. A boxing glove on a spring.
Oh, yeah.
Punching gloves.
I've always wanted one of those
You rubbing off on me.
That's right, ladies. He's a reader.
I like to read.
I like
Quite
one of
verbose.
those seltzer bottles in the old movies. Remember, they're the size of fire extinguishers, and they'd put this spray out that would knock somebody
Didn't it
over.
take those Three Stooges 8 days to write seltzer bottle for an end for a bit? Isn't that right? The brilliance of the Three Stooges. Yeah.
Do you like, honestly, in
Go ahead. Yeah, we got a question over there. Go ahead.
In comedy, do you do you like a good pie fight?
The only pie fight I will abide is in The Great Race, one of my favorite all-time movies.
That's one of the great pie fights.
I will abide. And evidently there's like 2 or 3 different Jack Lemmons walking around in that because you can't tell it's not Jack Lemmon. He's covered with pie. I think Natalie Wood's the same way, but yeah.
Did you know Dr. Strangelove originally ended in a pie fight?
I've read that.
Yeah, they filmed it and everything, but they just didn't put it in.
Oh, boy.
How silly.
I'd like to see that.
If you haven't seen Dr. Strangelove, go watch it. And then you'll know what's wrong with me.
It's very, very good. Now, we have to move on here.
I've never seen that one.
Coming up, you'll like it.
You can't fight in here. It's a war room.
That's a great line.
Coming up, we have, let's see. Oh, Joe Theismann, famous NFL great, will be our guest.
Al Jackson.
Coming up. But right now, Christy, what do you got over there?
An off-duty Rhode Island police officer has been arrested after he allegedly urinated on a woman's cowboy boots during a Kenny Chesney concert. According to the report,
My
incident
boots
unfolded in the sand pit area of Gillette Stadium, where the victim said she felt a warm liquid hitting the back of her legs and running down into her boots.
Oh, not just on the boots, but on her leg. Yeah, that's.
She turned, saw a man later identified as Cranston police officer Shane Lynch standing behind her with his fly down and a wet patch on the floor around them. The woman told officers her new $180 leather Ariat cowgirl boots now smelled of urine and were ruined.
This is rough. If you look, completely unacceptable. If you're going to go to a Kenny Chesney concert and piss on somebody, piss on Kenny Chesney.
I'm with you on that one.
And whatever deal he's made with the devil.
You know what they say, no shirt, no shoes, no penis.
While speaking with event security, Mr. Lynch allegedly grabbed his genitals and began urinating again.
Oh,
you want more? You want more? I got more.
Arresting officers noted Mr. Lynch's zipper was down, his shorts appeared wet. The 30-year-old was taken into custody and was ordered to pay $100 court costs in exchange for dismissing a misdemeanor charge of disorderly conduct.
That's all?
Yeah,
that's like assault.
He got off light.
He did.
He should have to pay for her new boots.
Maybe you know somebody on the force.
You think?
Well, he was off duty.
Thank goodness for that.
Thank God.
Lucky if he was on duty. Oh, dear God. Not in the boots.
What a jerk.
Yeah. Drunk. He had to have been drunk, right?
Did he know he, and I'm not defending this guy at all, but did he know he was peeing on her, or was he just trying to pee? He was so drunk.
Probably just trying to pee. He was probably just so drunk.
What is the sand pit? Is it like
it's
a
like
fake
a mosh
beach?
pit, I guess, maybe. I don't know.
Special area in front of the stage.
Yeah.
It sounds like a Kenny Chesney thing.
So it's supposed to be a beach, I gather. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
it's
lucky he
vibe,
didn't
yeah.
drop a deuce like a cat and cover us.
Yeah, because that's what people do in public.
Yeah, we are lucky, aren't we?
like kitty litter. Wow. Well, sounds like a good country song. My boots got pissed on at a Kenny Chesney show.
It kind of does sound.
Did you write that, Pat?
I will now.
What's coming up in sports?
What?
We haven't done. The answer is nothing. We have 3 breaks.
We have Al Jackson.
What's coming up?
Al Jackson coming up.
We have Al Jackson
I know,
coming
but
up.
also Joe Theismann coming up. That's kind of a.
Don't try to cover that up.
You got
You're a
lucky
mess.
on that one.
You're an absolute mess.
We all see through
I
your
love it.
smoke and
No,
mirrors.
no.
Spin. I love
will
it.
never,
the best at spinning.
I'll never not respect the spin.
Somebody set him down and put a wet towel on his neck.
No one's
He's
better
a
at it.
mess
I
right
swear
now.
you should be.
You're out of your mind.
If I were president, he'd be my press secretary. Yeah. Heartbeat.
These microphones are all messed up
Allison
today.
Janney and West Wing.
Yeah, I know you probably heard what's coming up in sports, but I said news. I don't know what's wrong with
Ladies and gentlemen, here he is.
No shoes, no shirt,
no penis. Okay, there we go. A little something from Kenny Chesney.
Sound.
What's happening over there, Chickster? We have, before we take our break, we are going to be discussing the high quality of Raycon earbuds once again.
I blame myself. Raycon earbuds, they're the best-selling earbuds, and Raycon has recently upgraded their everyday earbuds, and as if they weren't great enough already, now you also get active noise cancellation and multi-point connectivity that lets you pair 2 devices at once, plus the quick charge function. No more yelling from the other room. Are my earbuds charged yet? Not with Raycons. Raycons, you don't have to worry about it. 10 minutes of charging, you get 90 minutes of battery. And Raycons has ergonomic design and optimized gel tips to fit every ear ever made, a cozy custom fit. And the upgraded everyday earbuds come in a vibrant new colors: blush violet, forest green, royal blue, and classic black. Raycon offers a 30-day happiness guarantee. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom today and get 20 to 40% off site-wide. You'll get up to 40% off everything on Raycon's website when you go to buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Thank you very much. Coming up, comedian Al Jackson and the great Joe Theismann. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Who else have you met with this voice that you anybody else?
I've met everybody I do except for Denzel Washington. He's the one I haven't met.
Is anyone upset by your imitation?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, thanks for bringing it up.
Yes, there's Kanye had a lot to say. But
really? He's usually so
no, I'm like, look, did you really count that as him being mad? That was just him being Kanye.
Yeah, that's dope.
Shannon Sharp hates my impression of him. He cannot stand it.
I'm guessing because it's accurate.
You know, that's what I believe. I thought it was spot on. I thought it was amazing. And you know, the fact that Thanon doesn't like it is just offensive to me. But you know, some people,
I hear you.
Some people just, skip. Skip. Some people just don't like mirrors, Skip. But when you see the mirror, you say to yourself, do I really sound like that? And I'm gonna be right there on the other side saying, yes, you do. Shannon hates it, man. It's everybody else. I haven't. And Ben Carson had a little bit to say, but he ain't popping. So whatever. You know what I mean, he can say whatever. I pretty much it was a character pretty much.
He was sleepy.
It wasn't even an impression. I did these little cat hands. The hands with the hands like this, and I would turn my face, and so many people would ask me. They'd come to my shows. Can we do the Ben Carson pose? I was like, this is actually a thing.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was a thing, but so there's people sending me pictures posing like this. Even somebody sent me a picture of their cat doing it. Their cat? There was a picture of a baby. He was doing it. I was like, I did not know that this obscure impression had so much premise over you all. I did not know that.
Now, what is he, like, secretary of something?
He may be retiring.
He's
secretary of housing.
We don't gotta, you know. Let's get past him.
We just want him to have, something really high profile so you can bring it back.
Oh, I wish, man. He just needs to go fill out an application and work at Arby's. I want to parody
Do you have a
that.
philosophy on doing impressions of people who are no longer with us?
Do I? I mean,
You're okay
can you
with
do
that?
Taft?
I mean, William Taft?
William Howard Taft.
No, but my FDR is pretty dope.
You gotta
My
sit.
Franklin Delano Roosevelt, I definitely sit down for that. I don't do Teddy Roosevelt, but I do FDR. He has the back of a chocolate eclair. That's one of his famous quotes.
Jay Farrow is our guest. Any changes you'd like to make in the world right
I
now?
gotta tell you, okay, first of all, as you guys know, I drive a Cadillac. And if you don't know, Cadillac is kind of considered the Mercedes of cars. And
So I've heard.
yeah, it's a real big car, and it goes real fast, and I can't always follow all the rules of the road. Okay. So I'm barreling down the street, and I guess the light was red. Who can tell at that speed?
Yeah.
And I got the photo ticket.
Oh, yeah.
If you've never gotten it, what it is you're going through the intersection, then there's a flashlight, and you think, I hit 88. I'm going back in time, right?
Yeah.
Finally a chance to go try to break up my parents before they can get together at the child abandonment under the sea dance.
That seems negative.
Oh, boy.
But it's not that at all, Mike. They're not. The police aren't even going to work anymore. They're just setting up a camera and calling it good. They're paparazzi. I don't blame them. I don't blame all the laws that they're supposed to. You get in your car, you got to wear a seatbelt. Why do you wear a seatbelt? Because it's the right thing to do? No, because the man tells you have to.
That's right.
Right? Click it or ticket, jackass. Right? Because your government is very, very concerned about your health and safety, and they always have been. And if you got a kid, they're really concerned about your kid's health and safety. Because if you got a kid, you got to put the kid in the car seat, then put him in the back seat. Then there's a wreck, and the airbags come out, and the good ones, they jettison the car seat from the car. Then a parachute comes out, and the kid gently floats to the ground like the beginning of I Dream of Jeannie, because the government is very, very concerned about your children's health and safety, and seatbelts are a big part of that. Really? Ever seen a school bus?
Yeah.
Yeah, the only seatbelt there goes around the 50-year-old parolee driving the damn thing. Oh, yeah. That dude's strapped in like he's going to lethal injection. Meanwhile, the kids are in the back flying around like lottery balls. No. Your government does not make you put on a seatbelt to protect you. They make you put on a seatbelt to control you. They make you put on a seatbelt because it's the only tangible way they can physically tie you up during the day. How about click it or take responsibility for your own health and safety, because this is America and not some fascist regime. What are you saying, Og? You saying you're against seatbelts? You're damn right I'm against seatbelts.
Radio.
That's awful.
Awful entertaining. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom Radio. 24/7. 24/7.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
It's an art, really.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Hello,
finger
Tom.
painting. Yeah, finger painting.
Very good.
In feces.
Even better.
Is that Latin? Welcome back to the Bob and Tom program. Happy to be here. And coming up, we're going to have our pigskin thing. That'll be a chance for you to pick those NFL games every week. And at stake every week Very nice gift certificate from Steven Singer Jewelers at IHateStevenSinger.com. I'm very pleased with this prize. We'll tell you all about that coming up right now.
You hear that, everybody? Tom's pleased with that prize, okay? Isn't that exciting? Hang on, Al. Sports Extra. This just in from Adam Schefter and the New England Patriots. Head coach Gerard Mayo has informed his team, ergo the public, Jacoby Brissett will be New England's Week 1 starting quarterback versus the Bengals.
Love him.
Drake May is now the second-string quarterback for the New England Patriots. So there you go. There was some concern yesterday when he was going to make the announcement.
But Jacoby's a great guy.
Helped the Colts out. We needed him. Always been a first-class guy. Cool.
Very good. Very good. Now, speaking of first-class guys, I look up and I see in the big screen, there's comedian Al Jackson. And once again, Al, the setup you have, it looks like you're sitting in front of a giant stack of Marshall amps just before a concert.
It is. I have a weird obsession with soundproofing, and this room is. I got those 3D soundproofing, so they almost look like the keys that Tom Hanks was dancing on in Big, like they're thick like that. And I love this room. I was just thinking about Jacoby Brissett and just what a pro he's been.
Yep.
You know, his whole career. There's like everybody thinks that you're either Tom Brady or a guy that makes the league, but most of us are Jacoby Brissett. And that's what just a professional for a decade and a half. Shout out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got a good guy, too. Now, Al, you are, as they say, sunsetting on the Daily Blast Live.
Oh, Tom, I have to read. Let me get my phone.
Okay.
You said something and you made me think of this. Now, normally reading off your phone over the radio isn't great radio, but this is worth it. There are fun things about sunsetting because, you know, on my group thread with my other co-hosts, one of them posted a screenshot from one of our viewers, and it's really just kind of sweet. And it just says, this is from yesterday at 2:00. It says, how do we watch DBL sunsets? What channel? What time slot?
Oh.
And I was like, that. You know, sunsetting is like a nice way to say you have till the 6th to get your stuff and get out of here. But the fact that this person's like, you know, I want to watch that. I was like, shout out. That is adorable. Shout out to DBL Sunsets.
Yeah, I think it's a new show.
Gotta be nice.
It kind of is. It's such a new show. We're not on it. It is. I have definitely, you know, come to terms with it, and I'm able to like laugh about it now. Like the first 2 month, you're like jammed up about it, but you kind of remember that all the best times in your life were when things didn't go right. You know, your best memory is when your parents came home from vacation a week early and trying to clean the house. That is not funny at the time. But 20 years later, it's the best memory you and your sister have. So it's like I keep trying to remind myself, like, you know, art and comedy come from things sucking sometimes.
Oh, yeah. You don't grow.
No one wants to hear about your perfect marriage and what a beautiful day you had.
You don't grow. You don't grow during the good times, do you, Al? No.
Now, Al, we had an argument on the show a few minutes ago.
We always have an
argument. The Pizza Hut people, I think it's kind of funny. They've got a special thing if you're moving. They got a special pizza box that turns into a little mini table. Since you're moving into a place with no furniture, you can have a couple of beers and eat pizza with your friends that just helped you move. So
that's brilliant.
Yeah. Now, what is the last time? At what age, I guess, is my question? Do you stop helping your friends move?
This is, I think, in a world where politicians talk about a lot of issues that are polarizing and get people upset and will probably never affect most of the voters that they're talking about, this is an issue like a politician should take on. If I am elected, I promise I will not let any of your other 40-year-old friends ask you to come move a couch upstairs. It's over. That is over. I say anything after 35.
Oh, I
anything
say 30.
after 35. Because here, Christy, I'm not saying that people my age, I feel like I'm lying when I say I'm 47. I can help you move. The thing is, if I hurt myself helping you move, it's going to stay hurt forever.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah.
And so that's the issue. It's not that I can't lift it or I'm not free this Saturday. I just hope you're prepared. If I blow my back out, like that's it for the year.
Yeah, and they don't give you
That's
workers'
it.
comp. They give you 2 slices of pizza and 3 Coors Lights. It sucks.
It is. But I will say this, Tom, before we close the moving topic, I've said for a long time, and I actually talked to my daughter about this. My son's still he's still like a boy. Like my daughter's like a young woman. Like she gets sarcasm. She knows her dad's a sarcastic jerk and she loves it. She's like already an adult. She gets adult jokes. And I'm telling her as she's starting her life, be conscious of being able to delineate and separate your friends from your bar friends. Like bar friends, people think like, oh, I got like 10 good friends. It's like you don't. The people that are your friends are the people that show up to help you move in the rain.
Yeah.
And the people that take you to the airport at 5:30, those are your friends. The people that your parents know, those are your friends. Everybody else is just a bar friend. And bar friends are great. I was a lot of people's bar friends. But like when it's time to move, that's when you figure out who your real friends are.
Agreed. And now let's just move forward here. Your job on this show, Al, is to help me with language and to help me get a little bit hipper. What have we got for today?
Tom, let's start with something that I had never heard before, but I like it, and I think it's pretty. I think you should get this. I want to start with a single. Let's get you on base early. Tom, what does "that's gas" mean? Talk to the people.
That's gas?
That's gas.
I assume that's a positive.
I don't know.
Anyone? That's
we know this is your quiz.
I know. It's a gas, of course, made famous
This
by
ain't open book, Tom.
by the Rolling Stones.
What was the point of open book quizzes? I never got that.
Yeah, you were
I
a
never
teacher.
gave
Did
them
you-
as a teacher.
Thank you.
I never used. I didn't get that. It was just like who could look up things fastest. What was the point of that?
I'm with you.
My favorite math teacher did that because she goes, hey, don't memorize the quadratic equation. You're never going to have to do it. If you can, you can look it up. So, yeah, open book.
Yeah, I got it, too. It was sort of a research. It was how to research as opposed to memorizing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you guys were just in different classes. No shade, you know?
Once again, the phrase is, what is it?
That's gas.
That's gas? Well, I mean...
Now that's gas.
That's gas.
See, there, of course.
I thought it.
This is not a flatulence reference.
Is it fuel for something? Is it, hey, that's a place where we can start and actually get moving?
No, that's gas.
No, but I like that, though.
BS, all hot
Sometimes
air.
you guys give definitions. I'm like, I almost kind of like that better.
Yeah, Pat's suggesting, is it hot air?
Yeah, it's all hot air.
Whatever he's saying,
Someone
that's
lying,
gas.
BS.
No, but I like
good,
that, too. I could see a politician yelling that in a debate.
Yeah.
Like, that's gas. That's gas, sir. Yeah. Just like, I like that.
Are we
Don't overthink it.
That's gas. I know. You rent a car.
Oh, God.
All right, yes.
And you think you think you have a Tesla, but you don't. So
that's not electric, sir. That's
gas.
That's gas.
It's gas.
No,
I
too literal.
You know what? To speed things along, I'm going to say exactly correct. How's that?
No
And
one's
I'm gonna
close
agree with
here.
Chick.
Al. No one's close.
It just means it's cool.
It's cool.
That's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gas.
It's gas.
Yeah, so you just, but I mean, I would save it for, Willie, have you ever heard anybody use this IRL?
Yeah, really good, stinky, potent weed. Hey, man, that's gas.
Oh, okay. So would you mostly use it as a reference to weed, or just could you use it in other places?
Yeah, I would specifically use it for weed, but you can absolutely take it elsewhere. You can absolutely be like, oh, that's dude, this party's gas, stuff like that. It's just cool. It's good. It's fully loaded.
Willie brings up something. Oh, sorry, Josh. What were you
Is
saying?
it a modernization of now we're cooking with gas, which essentially means the same thing?
Yeah.
Probably. And the newer things, they just cut out 3 words and then that's cool.
Yeah.
So I think that's right. I think there should be, just because Willie just made me think about something I was talking with my girl. There should be a word for words where you only use them for one thing. Is that like the word dollop? I told her I've only heard that used with sour cream.
Yep. I agree.
So what do you call that classification of words where it's just like the only time you wouldn't be like, can I have a dollop of weed? Like you would, I think Tom may.
You would
first
say,
undercover.
Could I have a dollop of gasoline?
Right.
High test. It's gas. Yeah, there are words like that, or an iota that are primarily used for just one little thing. It's are you California sober? Is that the term for you, Al?
Yes.
And that means what? No alcohol, but
yeah, just
weed.
But I mostly just do the gummies. I think the reason I don't really smoke for pleasure or smoke and go for a walk and stuff is I was tired of being high. So then in a weird way, just being sober all the time was like high for me, if that tells you how much I was kicking it.
Wow.
I'm like, oh, what is this?
So,
okay.
So what is the proper definition of California sober?
I think, it's just weed. But now I think California sober has opened up to everything but the hard drugs. So I feel like...
Oh, it has?
I think like a lot of people, and obviously, sadly, we lost Matthew Perry, but I think a lot of people will do mushrooms and not consider that breaking their sobriety. A lot of people will do ketamine and not consider that because there is kind of a medicinal use that's being used by people that are trying to break an addiction or just, trying to get to know themselves or whatever the hell people do. But it's like not a party drug. And I feel like booze and the heroin, that's like a different level than mushrooms.
Okay, so the definitions. We have time for one more definition that we got to run. What do you got over there now?
Okay, Tom, and this is one that I heard a friend of mine use, and I've only heard it used the other way, which is BBW, which usually stands for
big black woman.
Big beautiful woman. We see what websites Josh goes to.
I might be a fan of Victoria cakes.
Listen, look, bro. This is not a topic that we need to go down because you and I will get lost together.
yeah. We'll
get you on the air.
We can talk about Jada Fire all day long.
Just you saying that, it just lets me know that there have been people in my life longer than some of the people in my phone. I go way back.
That rules.
Oh my God. Anyway,
is BBW? Is this? I'm sorry. Is this a porno classification?
Well, it can't. Yeah, big beautiful woman or big black woman. I've seen it both. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. But it's weird. It's not technically a porno classification, but I've only really heard of it used in kind of a sexual sense, even though you would think it would just be a section in Walmart, like, oh, BBW's over here.
BBW is a great, you're exactly right, big, beautiful woman. That could be the name of a store, BBW.
Yeah, and it's so, and it's something we will talk about later, but like, that's been my one issue with the whole body positivity is they've just never given the flowers to the men that have been loving bigger chicks. And it's like, let me tell you, you guys have to accept it. And we're like, hey, some of us like, yo, yeah.
Yeah, what are you yelling at me for?
What are you? And it's just like, it's because we're not good for the argument. It's better to have an enemy than to have people that look like the enemy that are allies. And it's just like, they're like, guys don't want a woman with I'm like, let's take a walk around where I live. And
Al,
you got fans out here.
When they had that woman Ashley Graham on the Sports Illustrated swim show, and everyone was going, "Oh, this is so crazy! This woman is," and I'm like, "Oh, you mean the objectively gorgeous woman with huge boobs?"
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, you mean they put the hottest woman they could on there?"
It's just like, what's the big deal? I remember one of my buddies said, and it kind of made sense. He was like, he took his daughter to see the last reboot of Annie, and Annie was played by this little cute little black girl. And he said his daughter didn't understand it because, like, he was like, why doesn't people want to play with her? Like, she's gorgeous and talented and funny. And it's like one of those things where, like, there's a thing where I know they're trying to say that there's a lot of people that don't like this thing. And, like, in that case, she's supposed to be the redheaded stepchild. But when a lot of people are looking and going, no, you're gorgeous, I like you, it's just weird that people keep pushing that narrative. Rather, of course, some people are going to hate on you if they think you're too skinny. Who cares? Either way. For you. Like, love yourself.
In my case,
you got fans out here. Either way, ladies.
You're a lot more likely to find me in a BMW than a BBW.
That is.
And Tom, really quickly, because it applies to automotive, the way I heard BBW is bare bones whip.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
And it just means that your car has got no frills in it. And I had never. One of my friends just casually said, "You want to get in that BBW over there?" And I was like, what? And yes, I do.
Oh, that's.
You should see the trunk. Now, wait a minute.
Okay. Well, thank you, Al. Al Jackson will be available on the TV.
Hi, Al. Have a great Labor Day.
On the Daily Blast Live for another week or two.
8 more days, baby.
And then it sunsets. Okay, thanks, Al.
See you, Al.
Bye, Al.
Okay, well, thank you very much. BBW. Okay, not B.
Let me tell you about Simply Safe, the do-it-yourself home security system. They've been protecting my compound for over 10 years now. I sleep better every night knowing Simply Safe's 24/7 monitoring agents are standing by to protect me, and if someone tries to break in, they send emergency help when I need it most. Simply Safe has exclusive live guard protection. Simply Safe agents can act within 5 seconds of receiving your alarm. They can even see and speak to intruders inside your home, warning them that police are on their way. You can have the same peace of mind that I and so many of our listeners experience. Simply Safe is offering Bob and Tom listeners 20% off a system. All you have to do is visit simplysafetom.com. Protect your home this summer with a 20% off any new Simply Safe system when you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. Just visit simplysafetom.com. That's simplysafetom.com. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. Coming up, we've got dogs, we've got fugitives in the news, and Joe Theismann. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Add to or...
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
Joining us in the studio now, we have Dr. David Wolf, astronaut. And
he and Kirsty are making out, evidently.
Welcome back to Earth, sir.
Oh, there David, how are you?
Thank you.
Dr. Wolf is wearing a NASA golf shirt. Very cool.
Of course he is.
Ah, you can get those at gift shops, huh? That's no big thing.
Dr. Wolf, it's a great pleasure to see you, and glad you're back.
The Wolf Man!
Thank you, Tom. It's nice to be back on Earth.
So,
yeah, what'd you do on your summer vacation?
Oh, really? You out of space, huh?
You win.
Yeah, that is kind of a... You do have that kind of conversation trumper. Well, we got back from the vineyard. What'd you do, Dr. Wolf? I was in outer space.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Took a few spacewalks. Added a piece or two to the International Space Station.
You added a whole porch, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Did some maintenance on the port solar array wing. Needed some new batteries. Oh, there you go.
Now, if you go to our website...
Why do you need a porch in space?
Well,
where are you going to sit?
Two of the guys.
Where are you going to sit and rock the Big Bang?
Two of the guys smoke. So
yeah, you got to go outside. Hey! Don't light up in the space station. Get out there on the smoking porch.
This is why Bob's not an astronaut.
This is why David comes in here, so we can't make fun of
You can't smoke in space. I was thinking about that this morning.
Of course not.
Why we're not astronauts.
Could it possibly, theoretically, couldn't they, an astronaut who smokes, couldn't they fill his helmet up with smoke so he could smoke?
I think it could. There probably is some technology which would permit.
There you go.
Yeah, but it still can't escape from the suit.
On a serious note,
And your clothes would really
you guys
smell.
are NASA launching again probably tomorrow.
Yes, I haven't heard this morning. We were on time as of last evening. Still, things going
the
well.
concern is that there's some thunderstorms may come in and delay the fueling.
Summer in Florida, it's tough to get off the pad, as we demonstrated.
Yeah, you did.
That was actually my first question. I wanted to know.
You have to get dressed each and every one of those times. How long does it take to get into the suit and everything ready for
It's
launch?
a pretty big ordeal. It takes 3 or 4 hours, from getting up and then out to the pad, and it's 2 million pounds of cryogenic oxygen and hydrogen. You get up on top of that, the countdown goes, and then it's a few hours to get out. It's a big deal, but it's harder on the cooks and the friends and the family. We go to work whether we go to space or go to Earth,
right?
But everyone else has traveled and they want to see a launch, and it's a lot of trouble to turn around.
Our guest is Dr. David Wolf, astronaut. If you go to our website on the left side, you'll see a photograph of Dr. Wolf. Did you take this one? Were you holding your hand out?
The long arm?
Is this you with your arm, or one of your buddies taking?
Nobody up there want to take a picture of you, Dave?
It looks like you're
big. No, that's somebody shooting through the hatch when I'm getting ready to go out on a spacewalk. I'm in vacuum in there, ready to go out.
Okay.
And
if you click
through the window,
if you click there, we have a sort of a whole set of photos there, and you can see Dr. Wolf floating around in space. We'll talk about some of these when we come back.
I'm curious, how long does it take you to get into the spacesuit that you're going to use to do a walk?
The suit, you spend the day before checking it out, like a spacecraft itself. The next morning, you spend 2 or 3 hours getting in before you get out through the hatch. About 3 hours.
Wow.
Don't you have a series of mirrors in your passenger car here at home where you can drive laying on your back? Isn't that just to make you feel comfortable?
Feel more comfortable upside down.
Wow.
Brett Michaels is our guest, and can we talk music for just a second?
Sure.
You got a lot of TV stuff going on, of course, but this all started for you as a musician.
Right.
And let's go way, way back. Very first band that actually had a gig that you were in.
That was Laser. And let me explain the ridiculousness of the comedy of errors that is my life. We decided we wanted the AC/DC Lightning Bolt / Kiss Z. It was like an S. So we were Laser, Lazer. Right. Then we had no money for a backdrop like Kiss had, right? So we decided we took one of the old school, I'm going way back, old school bed sheets. You remember they used to make those 3D looking bedspreads that have like a tiger so we had the band Laser with a tiger backdrop. That was our backdrop. And then we went to Chess King, where we bought.
Love it.
Yes.
Chess King. Are they even still around anymore?
No, wait. I'm going back a few years.
I know you are.
I got our members only jackets, and we stopped into Chess King at the Capital City Mall, and they only had 3 of the 4 aluminum foil looking members only chromish jackets, and 3 of the 4 members had to walk around with it, and the other member, the drummer, was left out. And then we would change off the jackets, and we had our first gig in Marlon, or my friend Marlon at Jan's basement, charged 25 cents, and about 6 of the neighborhood kids came down, and we played a couple Kiss songs, and then what we didn't know, we just put the record on. And played along. We played along. Like, we don't know all of this song. We know the beginning of Rock and Roll All Night, and we went to we referenced the album.
Sure.
After that.
Look at that.
Great.
Laser.
And may I ask what particular hair configuration was happening for you at that point?
It was, again, a combination of awful. We hadn't gotten that far.
A combination of awful and what?
We hadn't gotten
to the other part.
Yeah, no, it wasn't good. I know that little bit. You know?
We have a phone call.
Hold on. Bob and Tom show.
Hey, man, it's Donnie. Bye.
Hey, Donnie.
Hang on 1 second, Donnie. We got a special guest in the studio.
Hey, is Brent there?
He's here.
Brett's here, yeah.
Hey, Donnie.
Thought you would aim poison, just like Journey with that Puerto Rican from Mexico. I'll say it right to Neil Sean.
That's right.
Christy, could you make it any more obvious?
What?
We was just talking at work making fun of you.
Why?
What are you talking about?
Is that Hurricane Earl in your panties? Or you just happy to see him today?
Thanks, Donnie.
All right, thanks, Donnie.
Thanks very much.
Tom.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1. A few minutes.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Tom.
It's a little survey.
All right.
I see Josh Arnold over there.
No comment.
Looking more handsome than ever.
Thank you.
Josh looking good. And Josh is sitting at the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair.
Hi.
Because Josh is officially our sidekick. It's kind of nice. You just only see sidekicks in Westerns. You know, there'd be some old guy, usually some crabby old guy with a long beard.
Do you feel you've insulted me and you need to make up for it?
At some point?
No, the insult's coming.
Okay. I see. This is the preemptive.
Yeah, the sidekick. But you were like a sidekick. It's fun.
It is fun. Yes.
You'd be like the guy.
Is it?
It's like Ed McMahon on Johnny Carson.
Okay.
Well, yeah, that's.
But that's a sidekick.
That is a sidekick. Yeah.
I think it's more like for example, Mike, our handyman who brought some tomatoes this morning. He'd be like an old sidekick in the Old West. He'd be, Mike's out there making the stew. See?
All right.
That's you.
Okay. I don't know what your end game is here.
I think it's misdirected.
He's lubing you up
kindness.
first, though.
Let's see.
Speaking of stew, an unusual ice cream flavor has emerged at the Roberto Confectionery in the city of
Beef stew?
Tatabánya, north of Budapest, Hungary.
Is it beef stew?
No, it's close. The success of their beer and potato pancake ice cream. Now they have launched the cabbage stew flavored ice cream.
Cabbage stew.
Robert Reinhardt, who runs the business in Tatabánya, has found his experiments with savory flavors have produced some really good results.
And this was not one of them.
His wife says we are a little bit overwhelmed because we didn't expect that it would become such a hit. Other unique flavors they offer include, now these are ice creams, remember.
All right.
Tomato soup. Sheep cheese with dill. That would make it better. Fried cheese, paprika chicken ice cream, meat pancakes, spaghetti bolognese, and scrambled eggs with bacon.
No.
None of these things belong in ice cream.
No, of course not.
I agree.
Do meat pancakes exist? I've heard of potato pancakes.
What is meat pancakes?
It's a slang for something.
Yeah, I know. It does sound like it.
It is.
Is it?
Oh, it really
I've
is?
never heard that
East
before.
Coast, baby. That's why I giggled.
Oh, okay.
Meat pancakes
Meat
is a thing?
pancakes is something?
Coast, baby.
Everybody in Pennsylvania is laughing.
I'm not following any of this.
It's a regional, apparently it's a regional slang, meat pancakes.
Should probably move on.
He's not telling us, but maybe there's good reason he's not telling us.
Is it like meat curtains? Is that?
Bingo.
Is it exactly like meat curtains?
It is.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
Meat pancakes.
So it's like lady steakums.
Yes.
Sure. Yeah.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Well, I'd maybe try that ice cream. Now, when they say it's a huge hit, do they just mean people are buying it to try it?
Yeah.
Or people are rebuying
No,
it?
it's 10 weirdos on the internet that are going to film themselves eating it for 6 weeks.
Right. It's not, I don't think it's a hit in that people are reordering.
Man, you don't have to work too hard with ice cream. Vanilla's great.
Yeah, you really don't.
Cookies and cream
Vanilla's
rules.
the best.
Ben and Jerry are doing a lot of adventurous things and flavors. I like their work.
Yeah. You don't need. Ugh. What was the first one?
Cabbage stew?
Oh, God.
That sounds like a punishment, not a meal.
Yes.
All right, it'll be nothing but cabbage stew for you.
What are we, the grandparents in Willy Wonka? Why are we eating this?
It's what is it? It's that fro-yo? This is more like fro up. It sounds just awful.
I froed up.
A museum in Marseille, France is opening up an exhibition that will allow patrons to appreciate its nudes while in the nude.
Oh, jeez.
According to The Guardian, the museum is allowing visitors to discover their relationship to nudism by viewing the works of art while naked, although there is a catch. They have to wear shoes.
Ah, yes, that's a sign of every good art museum. A gimmick.
The exhibition features...
By the way, kids are half price.
Oh. I have a joke that I was going to make, but now I can't make it for a couple more minutes, so we got to get a palate cleanser.
What's stopping you, Willie? 2 dead babies, Griswold?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what it looked like. It looked exactly like that. It's a radio show. There's no visual to match it, but man, Google it. That's what it looks like.
The exhibition features 600 photographs, films, magazines, paintings, sculptures, and other artworks from nudist communities.
I see.
So you go there and you take your clothes off, but you've got to put your shoes back on.
Yeah, I can take my clothes off without taking my shoes off.
Hey, has that Pollock always had that white splash there?
Oh, no, it hasn't. It's seed.
What did you do?
I bet it's going to, it's just really stupid. You're going to be comparing yourself.
Hey, your meat pancakes are longer than mine.
Well, art's kind of a good place to compare yourself. Historically, in art, it's a lot of Davids that aren't really hung, like horses.
Yeah.
It might be a nice place to compare yourself in the art museum.
I just read a huge essay about that yesterday. No, I'm not kidding. I should send it to you, Pegs. You've got that song about the Greek statues, about how they deliberately made the
statues small,
made the male members smaller.
And the ladies are pretty full-figured,
Yeah.
Got an
it was backwards.
Backside like the Venus of Wildendorf walking around. Love it.
Yeah. Where was this Naked Museum again?
It was in Marseille, France.
Okay, all right.
What's the deal with the Venus de Milo? Was it unfinished? Did the arms break off?
I think broken, right?
Okay. What's the story there, huh?
Nazis.
Dead babies.
I had nothing to do with this break.
Come on in, buddy. The water's warm.
Go ahead. Go for the trifecta.
Hey, Christy.
What else word could you throw out?
I got a question. Now, Christy, you're on the board at the museum. Excuse me, at the zoo. You think they would ever do this?
A nude exhibit?
A naked day at the zoo?
No, I don't think so.
Would they do the opposite? Would they have we clothed all the animals day? I'd go see some.
I'd go. I would go. Cramming the chimps' feet into little shoes.
No, a tie on a giraffe that goes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
If they did a special thing one night, if they did naked zoo night, that would get international publicity.
All right,
it would. Yeah.
It would be everywhere.
I will see how they feel about that. I have a meeting today.
We wanted the animals to feel comfortable. What?
Yeah. You want, one of the chimps looks at it, starts laughing. He's pointing to it. He's got a face like that, The Scream by, what's his name, Monk? Suggesting that you're so small. I bet you could get a couple hundred people in there for naked.
I'm sure
naked zoo.
Bring it up at the next meeting.
I'll do that.
Once again, international
Kick
publicity.
me off the board. Yeah. Oh yeah.
21 and over.
Well, of course.
Yeah. Make sure. Otherwise, they'll think you're crazy.
We are a nonprofit zoo. Maybe that's a good way to raise some money.
Nonprofit zoo? You know how much it cost me to go there last time?
Oh, thank you.
Well, you know what I mean.
Thank you very much.
Someone's profiting off that $8 Diet Coke.
Was making money.
We
coming
are
up,
not.
Joe Theismann coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.
Hi, this is Pat Godwin from the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com, check out the list for a station near you, or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Taking the Wiener Man. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Taking the Wiener Man. Late at night when the bars are closing, alcohol takes its toll, and the drinkers need their favorite vendor. A tasty treat of sausage splendor. Little man behind the car, police can't catch him because he's way too smart. The smell of mustard and a big umbrella, hot dog man's got the perfect cover. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attacking the Wiener Man. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attacking the Wiener Man. Oh, yeah. patient out in the street. All the hunters want to sample the meats. He can't help but relish the fact the footlong keeps you coming back. Once you're feeling safe and cool, that's when the wiener man makes his move. You can't scream when your mouth is full. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Talking the wiener man. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Talking the wiener man. Crowd. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attacking the wiener man. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attacking the wiener man. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. The wiener man. Attacking the wiener man. Attacking the wiener man. The wiener baby. Attacking the wiener
Oh, man.
Here come the mummy.
This is the most fun I've had in 20 years.
I know. This is the best. How could being that dead make you feel that alive?
I don't know.
It does smell like barbecue sauce.
There is barbecue sauce.
Christy made us meatloaf. I'm terrified.
We're celebrating Joe Day. Oh, wait a minute. Now we're being
it's Meatloaf Day, evidently.
interrupted here. We have Christy's meatloaf has just been brought into the room. Yeah.
Bob's going to try some of the
When did you make this, Christy?
2 nights ago.
2 nights ago.
Meatloaf is always best in the fridge after
after
a couple
it's
days.
sat for a
Are there any
couple
fillers in this?
Any fillers?
What's your recipe? Can you share your recipe?
Yeah, I use ground chuck, some barbecue sauce, a little bit of Italian breadcrumbs, couple
Is there
of
barbecue
eggs.
sauce on this?
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't listening.
Barbecue sauce. And then
So what's the verdict over there, Bob?
Well, it's barbecue meatloaf.
I put barbecue and syrup on the top.
Is it good barbecued meatloaf or?
Yeah, I've never had barbecue on my meatloaf before.
Not bad?
No, it's not bad at all.
I don't like the. It's not bad at all.
Yeah,
My
that's
kid
damning
asked
with
for
faint praise.
I can't eat. I'm meat intolerant.
Seriously, my kids don't eat a lot of seconds at my house, and
this
they
is very good. This
they
is
really
a new
like it.
twist to a meatloaf.
Yeah,
I've never
it's
had
kind
it
of
this
a
way.
sweet
What kind of barbecue sauce?
Well, can we get this food show all over the
Like
we have
Sweet
things
Baby
to do
Ray?
here.
or-
Let's can we celebrate Joe Day again,
Let's
please?
do that.
No, don't feed it to me. Here.
Eat it.
No, it's very good.
Thank you.
You need to dunk it in ketchup, though. That's the way I eat meatloaf.
No, I don't use ketchup in my meatloaf.
A hint of dog food. Just a hint.
Ladies and and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
My boyfriend wants us to be exclusive so we can stop using condoms. I do want to be exclusive, but I also still want to use condoms. He said, well, then I obviously don't want to be exclusive, and I'm probably with other people. Is he just gaslighting me here to make me not use them, or is that really what guys think?
I love that the person who wrote in was dating Vince McMahon because he loves Monday Night Raw.
Fred, what are you doing, a joke during this segment?
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern.
Button and sing like Sammy.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy's here. Josh, Pat, Godwin.
Yes. It's my last name.
Over there in the performance room.
I call it heaven.
Call it heaven, do you?
What's this, chick?
Very little.
What am I holding up? What am I holding up?
One song is
one
Pat.
song.
One.
It's one song.
There's Willie.
It's unbelievable.
Ace Cosby's here.
You could have called in sick again today.
No. Coming back from influenza. I'm
Yeah.
all
Oh, he got talking about meat and what is it? Meat flaps? What is
Meat
it?
pancakes.
Meat pancakes.
Yeah.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick. Chick McGee's at the Dude Wipes Sports Desk. We're going to have something exciting, actually real sports coming up with the great Joe Theismann. I always look forward to talking with Joe.
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
He would love to do real sports, Chick McGee. You do not allow it.
It's too boring.
Too boring.
Too boring.
Please tell Joe that. Will
Yeah,
you?
please tell all the sports talk stations out there.
I'm looking
sure
forward
he's
to talking.
taking time out of his schedule to call us.
I'm looking forward to. I said I'm looking forward to talking to Joe.
You just don't want to hear from Chick doing sports.
No, I do. Of course, go ahead.
I want to talk pancakes real quick.
All right.
What do you got?
Would you prefer 2 or 3 pancakes that fill the plate? 1, 2, or 3, whatever your choice. Or a mound of silver dollar pancakes.
I'm glad you asked. I don't like silver dollar pancakes as much because they tend to get really thick because they need the structural integrity at their size.
See, I found them to be thinner.
My favorite thing, Swedish pancake mix. You get a very thin pancake.
You like that thin?
You get 2 or 3 of those on top. You do a lot of butter in the pan, crispy edges.
So you and your dad both
thin pancakes.
So you're almost like a crepe person.
There's a place. There's a place on the street. They might as well be just serving muffins. They're so thick. They're terrible.
No.
Oh,
you don't care for them. They're not terrible.
Yeah.
I like a thicker pancake.
Do you know?
I do too. I'd rather have one thick, perfect pancake than 90 pieces of paper masquerading.
and then you feel the same about your lady friends.
What?
You like them thicker.
I do. Yeah, I want something.
You like as Pat would call it, meat pancake. The more meaty.
No. That's different.
That is different.
I don't need gigantic labia.
See, I need that.
I prefer.
Can we
less is more for me there.
Talk about
I prefer
this?
a moth to a monarch butterfly.
It's crazy. You have an English degree. You're so good with words, and this is what we're using it for.
Yeah. Christy, I'll back you up in this. Time to change topics.
Hey, we're all dog lovers in here, right?
Yeah.
Scientists report dogs can smell stress in humans.
I've always thought this.
Study author Zoe Cortez reports, quote, we found that being stressed around your dog may affect their mood and how they learn and respond to training. So being aware of this and keeping calm or even doing a relaxing activity before training your dog could reduce this effect if you are stressed.
Okay.
I'm guilty of this.
I mean, a lot of animals. I think horses are the same way.
Sure, they pick up.
Well, apparently, I hold all my stress in my crotch from the way my dogs all treat me.
Really?
Yeah.
They still go right for the crotch?
Oh, yeah, right for the groin.
No kidding.
Yeah. Maybe it's a hygiene issue.
Maybe it's you, yeah.
I don't know. You got to watch out for that little puppy, though. Wow, those teeth are sharp.
Especially in the crotch area.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
You still all cut up over there?
This one's healing right there.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, little feller. He means well. But I'll tell you, you forget. You get when you get a new puppy, you forget that they can.
It's like having a baby.
But a baby doesn't eat your carpeting.
A couple babies.
Well.
Chew through anything they run into.
You got to slow down.
And, well, never mind. Train your dog. Your dog doesn't know that it's not supposed to eat the carpet. Don't let him be around the carpet.
I am, but it's a puppy. You got to give that. He's 15. He's been on Earth for 15 weeks.
Okay.
He can already sit.
Good for him.
Well, think about a human
would
baby.
hope so.
A human baby after 15
Well, you
weeks.
mean sit up? Yeah.
Why did you get a puppy again? Because there's not enough confusion in
Because
your life?
one of his daughters wanted one.
Is that the reason?
Yeah.
Some people thrive among chaos. I'm not one of them.
No, and neither's Tom.
Oh.
But he keeps drumming.
You got
it
a dog,
up.
Pat?
Yeah, for Jimmy. Yeah.
What'd you get?
It's a pound dog. It's his name's Maverick.
Ain't nothing but a pound dog.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Is he a puppy?
No, about a year old.
Oh, okay.
Oh, very
Is he
nice.
at your apartment?
He can't come to the apartment. He's his mom moved into a house, so he was able to get a dog finally.
Oh, I bet he's excited.
Yeah, very excited.
Oh, nice.
Have you met Maverick?
Yeah, last night.
You like dogs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love. Yeah.
Yeah, they're sweet.
But I travel on the weekends, so it's not.
No, I get why you don't have one. Yeah, but.
Well,
Maybe I'll bring Maverick to visit you every day.
Absolutely.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, good boy.
that's one of my questions for Joe Theismann in a few minutes.
If he has a dog?
No, if people come up to him and say, "I'm named my dog after you," because I named my dog Dungy after Tony Dungy, the great coach. A lot of.
I thought you said your daughter wanted a.
Yeah, your daughter got
dog.
to name it.
I should have gotten to name it.
Well, we gave her some choices, and then
You gave her some choices.
She didn't come up with anything on her own.
Yeah, but
So something cute.
Okay, wait. What were
She
they?
wanted to name a dog Oreo because initially she wanted a dog with black and white spots.
All right.
And then this dog does not have black spots, so Oreo was out of the picture.
Now, did she originally want a Dalmatian? Is that,
no.
or just any dog with black and white spots?
It was some crazy dog called a Havanese, I believe.
Right.
And
she wanted one of those.
Small and cute
From
and fluffy.
Havana, yeah.
This dog is also small and cute and fluffy.
Yeah,
a little
the
different.
pictures are
Well, she
real
could have
fluffy.
called it Golden Oreo.
My idea was Snickerdoodle.
Oh, that's
That's
I
sweet.
like that.
Yeah.
Sweet.
That's cute.
She wanted to go bingo.
It's better than,
Bingo's a great dog name.
better than Dungy.
They have a whole song about it.
I wanted.
D-U-N-G-Y, D-U-N-G-Y.
There's no Dungy song.
If the problem was Bingo, the song doesn't have horns in it. Otherwise,
Well, you're waiting to hear my Dungy song. Dungy's a great name for a dog. The thing is, you have to explain it to people.
Right.
Well, that's
so
always a
it's
great name.
not a great
Making
name.
it a bad name.
In this town, in your neighborhood, there's no one you have to explain that to. What are you talking about?
Well, my college roommate's from Canada, and I sent him a picture of the dog, and he goes,
leave that man alone.
Dungy?
Dungy. Yeah.
Dungy, and I said,
Dungy,
no,
yeah. It's named after dung.
Yeah.
Yeah, a pile of crap. Dung.
No, Pat, can you just, how about getting out your guitar and doing your famous dog tribute? I love it's one of my favorite things you do.
This is called Dog Pound Blues.
This isn't what Tom was referring to.
No.
I'm just warning you.
I knew that.
When you get yelled at in the green room.
There'll be no yelling.
I can help.
I was trying to defer.
I know.
When I'm disappointed, when I'm disappointed, I don't yell. I just sulk.
You're not going to do the Bono one.
Bono from U2, very pompous.
yeah.
I'm in the act now.
Dog pound blues.
Don
So pretentious. I love this.
Bono's so pretentious, so full of himself, chick, that at this point in his career, he could take any song. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, and make it sound very special, almost like an anthem. Bono from U2.
Yeah.
Just clarify that, yeah.
There was a farmer who had a dog, and Bingo was his name, singing B. B-I-N. This one's for all the dogs in shelters. Scooby-Doo, where are you?
And you didn't want to name your dog Bingo. Perfect.
She kind of took to Dungy. And it's got a good sound.
Yeah,
it doesn't sound like any of the other dogs' names, so they don't get confused. So you go Dungy, and he looks over.
What are the other dogs' names?
You know my dog's name.
No.
Do you know your dog's
one
name?
cares what your dog's name is.
The girl dog is Hattie,
Yeah.
and the boy dog is Mr. Fletcher.
None of those sound like Bingo.
That's the whole point.
Yeah, and honestly, Hattie and Dungy kind of sound similar.
Yeah,
The two words end in
kinda.
E. If I'm a dog, I'm turning my ad for that.
Hattie's the girl dog.
Yes.
You already said that.
You're the king of naming things.
I know.
What's Mr. Fletcher? What's that?
That's his name.
But why Fletcher? Mr. Fletcher?
That's his name.
You're not telling us something.
No, that's his name, Mr. Fletcher.
All right.
He responds to Mr. Fletcher, or Fletchy, good boy.
Mr. Fletcher was named after your father's lover, wasn't he?
Now that would make sense.
That's why he's not telling us.
Is that the guy that used to wheel around Grandpa?
Oh. Kissing him on the cheek every now and again.
You've lived a good life.
I need to clean your leg blanket.
You seepage. Enough.
Oh, yeah, he's never made fun of my dead dad.
Yeah. You're setting me up. When you die, the texts I'm going to get from Josh and Brent are going to be so mean.
No.
Oh, God.
Yes. Well, now, coming up, we're going to talk with Joe Theismann.
Maybe.
Which I'm certainly looking forward
Hope
to.
he wasn't listening to this break.
No. I think
It'd almost be worth it. Joe's not going to call.
Now, it's time to talk about your future. You maybe thinking about retiring down the road, 10 years, 5 years, 20, but you got to keep track of your future by thinking about money. And the days of having that the gold watch and the paycheck, what do they call it? The old what do they call it? The pension? The old pension, like grandma in the movie and grandpa. Well, I quit working the railroad. I got my pension.
Yeah, they get a nice
my back hurts. Well, the point is, those days are gone. You got to take care of yourself and think about it. Is Social Security going to be enough for you? Probably not. So where annuities come in. This is where the Silac Insurance Company has expertise that might be just for you. Find out by checking it out by going to Silac, S-I-L-A-C, Silac, INS.com. That's the Silac Insurance Company. Or just go to bobandtom.com. We've got a link to make it more convenient for you. And think about your future for a few minutes, because more than 61% of Americans surveyed agreed that they're worried about having enough money when they retire. So find out what works for you. Restrictions apply. Find out what they are and find out, like I said, does this work for you? And if it does, Silac may be the answer. You'll have a lot more comfort knowing that you're looking ahead and you're going to be covered by Silac. Once again, SilacINS.com, and think about your future. And once again, bobandtom.com, and just click that Silac link and see Chick McGee doing his a little bit of a tour for you.
Hi, nominated for an Oscar. Thank you.
It's very much fun. Coming up, Joe Theismann. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
The Bob and Tom Show. Real radio men.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
Got a slide guitar. I wrote a song a long time ago called The Lifelong Tiger Fan Blues. I know the Cubs have issues, but the Tigers have had for a long time. And I wrote it when we were like 0 for 19 years. And then we got good in 2006. But then this particular season, 2010 here, we were great, and then we went off the cliff. So I rewrote it about a week ago. I've been a baseball fan since I was a little boy. I had a bedroom full of little baseball toys, batting a ball and a Wilson glove. Yeah, me and the national pastime, we was oh so in love. Every opening day, I still get that itch. I can hardly wait for that very first pitch. All my hopes and dreams all in place. I get visions of my Tigers in a pennant race. Win or lose, I got a lifelong Tiger fan blues. 2006, we made it all the way to the fabled Fall Classic, only get a St. Louis whooping and our Detroit ass kicked.
2009, we was tied with the Twins. We had to go to Minnesota to lose it again. In 2010, started off with a bang. We was leading the league in everything. Hang on.
It's for you.
But come the All-Star break, our season's done. Our goose is cooked, oh, they're setting our sun. Win or lose, get a lifelong Tiger fan blues. Bring back K-Line, bring back Cash. Bring back Greenberg, and all them homers he'd smash. Mickey Cochran, Schoolboy Rowe, Ty Cobb, and Rocky Colavito. Win or lose, got a lifelong Tiger fan blues. And this is the rewrite. First Samaya broke his arm, then Inge broke his hand while Mags was breaking his foot. Guillen was pulling his ham. Half of our roster was MIA. Now half of Toledo's been called up to play. I don't believe in fate. I don't believe in signs. And waiting on your destiny's a waste of time. But how the hell else can we possibly explain Armando Galarraga's imperfect game? Win or lose, got a lifelong Tiger fan blues. Life ain't fair, nice guys finish last. You can't have a future if you don't have a past. Yet still I hope, still I pray. Another World Series gonna come my way. But folks, mark my words and learn this lesson. Cut your losses and count your blessings. Or just like me, you're gonna end up crying while spending Sunday afternoons with the Detroit Lions. I got a lifelong Tiger fan blue.
That's great.
Oh, there's some frustration there.
Jeff Daniels.
The imperfect game.
So drunk and sloppy, and it never works. I literally spend a half hour tugging on his silly putty until he finally passes out.
Sounds like it's not working.
It sounds like he probably wouldn't remember anyway.
Maybe he wouldn't notice.
point.
Just keep a discreet dollop of mayonnaise handy.
Oh, good job, honey. You finished.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee, Pat Godwin, Willie Griswold. There's Josh over there at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. Ace Cosby's here. I'm Chick McGee at the Dude Wipe Sports Desk. Here's Tom.
And I think we've got
special guest.
There we go.
Hey, look at that.
We got the electronics all in place. There's Joe Theismann. Hey, Joe. Good morning, sir.
Good morning to all you guys. I hear you talking about Jim Gaffigan. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
He is so great. I listen to the comedy channels all the time on my radio, but I've also had a chance to see him in person. Anybody who's listening, and I know there's millions and millions of people listening, if you get a chance to watch him, go have a great night with him. He's a lot of fun.
Yeah, Jim Gaffigan is terrific. And we're hoping to get him
Chick.
here in the
So is
studio.
Chick, my buddy Chick. Are you kidding?
Thank you, Seven. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
All right.
So, Joe,
And now here's Tom.
Real quick question. This is just by way of a. So I'm in my car last year, and I popped this interview on. It's in the middle, and it's some guy talking football. And I'm thinking, God, this guy really knows what he's talking about. And it kind of goes on and on. Who is this? This guy really knows his stuff. But the guy's not saying who he's talking to. Turned out to be Joe Theismann. And, oh, well, no wonder he knows what he's talking
to myself.
About. It was great. Because there's a lot of people like me that have no idea what they're talking about. So to hear from someone that knows, I know Chick's got a couple questions about this, the changes in the way football's going to work this year at the kickoff.
What do you think about that, Joe? The dynamic kickoff, they're calling it, and why didn't they just back up the kicker? I'm not sure, Joe.
What's funny, they call it a dynamic kickoff, but I've seen nothing dynamic about it yet.
No, not yet. No.
Has anybody? I mean, if anybody has seen something dynamic, please let me know, and we'll be able to watch. I think it's they've done this in an effort to supposedly make the kickoff a little safer. But I don't recall many guys coming off the field being checked for concussions after the kickoffs during the course of a game or the course of a season or the course of seasons. So they have statistics and they'll base it on that. And, they want to make the game as safe as possible. I certainly understand that. What I was curious about, though, with everybody lined up where they are on the kickoff, so close to one another, does this eliminate the onside kick?
I think it does, and I don't think you can have an onside kick unless you declare.
You have to tell the other team,
and it's the end of the last 2 minutes of a game is the only time you have even a shot at having an onside kick, I guess.
Well, even if you declared, does it change where the players line up?
I don't know the answer to that. I don't
see.
know.
I'm very curious because. I started watching the kickoffs, and we haven't seen anybody break one yet. And you hear the announcers during the preseason say, well, coaches aren't going to show a lot during the preseason. They want to sort of mask a little bit of what they're thinking. I don't know how many things you can do with everybody lined up where they are on kickoffs. It'll be interesting.
Yeah.
The one thing the NFL did not want to see is, like, at the end of preseason, 9 kickoff returns for touchdowns. And they certainly didn't see any of that. Matter of fact, I don't think there was one, if I recall correctly.
Well, a lot of people don't realize that you used to return punts. I mean, not only were you a Super Bowl winning NFL MVP, but Joe returned punts early in his career.
I started my career at Notre Dame as a punt returner.
Yeah.
First 7 years of my first 7 games of my sophomore year, 7 years. Heck, I could go now 7 years.
Yeah. Why not?
Just today.
A couple of years of eligibility.
Get some of that NIL money.
In my first 7 years in college, I played quarterback. Other than that, but I returned the first 7 weeks of my sophomore year till Terry Hanratty got hurt. I wound up returning punts. And then my first 2 years in Washington in 74 and 75, which just seems like yesterday, I returned punts, and then I had a chance to play a little bit of quarterback after that.
Did you score any touchdowns from the returning?
Almost. No, Christy. I almost had one against the Cowboys in Dallas. The seas parted in front of me. Matter of fact, it's funny you mentioned. I can see it. As soon as somebody says, excuse me, I can see, pardon me, I can see the seas parting in front of me. And then all of a sudden, there was the goal line. And then somebody caught my foot, and I fell on my face. That was the only chance I had. The only one I really had.
Yeah. That had to be terrifying.
I don't know how you don't fall over looking up to catch a punt. I'd fall over. I would fall over.
Right. Yeah. I'm telling you, it's the neatest thrill in the world. It's you against literally 10 guys. I don't count the kicker. So it's you against 10. And the thing is, it's not a matter of speed until you get going, but it's a matter of quickness to make people miss. I watch guys today have a difficult time returning punts. And I think if you just watch the ball, it makes it a lot easier. But some guys are in such a hurry to get going, they don't focus on the ball. I absolutely loved it. As a matter of fact, somebody asked me one day, if you could go back, and good Lord kept you healthy, if you could go back and do one thing in professional football, what would it be? Let me go return punts.
No kidding. That's it.
I loved it that much. I used to stay after practice. For 30 minutes and catch it behind my back, catch it with, barehanded, catch it on the run. I never wore gloves. Which to me, as far as punt returners go, a kid has a glove on. I would not let him practice with them on if he felt like it might help him in a game. But you want to be able to feel the ball. You want to be able to see the ball. And you got to look the ball in. And it's amazing how many guys I've seen in preseason not be able to handle punts.
See, now, if you ask me what I'd like to see you do, is I'd like to see you go back and call 70 Chip and we win the Super Bowl again.
That's right there as well.
Okay, all right, good. Thank you very much.
We are speaking with Joe Theis, but I just heard Belichick the other day say that the preseason was essentially worthless. You'd like to see it kind of go.
How close are we to doing away with the preseason games, Joe? Is that certainly 2 games next year, I think, if at all, but...
Well, if they go to 18 games, and if they're going to go to 18 games, they've got to increase the roster on Sundays to 53.
Yep.
Yeah.
They can't stay where they are.
Right.
So, one has to help the other because you're running out of players.
Right.
Do you know how many quarterbacks started last year in games? 65.
Whoa.
That's
65.
That's an average.
I believe that's the
two a team.
65
Yeah.
quarterbacks.
Oh my God.
Last year. I mean, we've had Patrick Holmes is one of those rare people that played the entire season. Very, very seldom do we see a quarterback play the entire season, but then everybody else. But here's my problem with that is how are you going to evaluate choices and free agents? We just purged the roster of 35 people. 32 teams, 35 people just hit the streets. Now you got 2 weeks to get ready to play football. I don't like the fact that they're going to go to possibly 2 preseason games because your veterans don't play anyway. Mark my words. Watch the amount of fumbles that happen in these first 2 weeks of the regular season because guys aren't used to getting hit. Watch how many hamstrings get pulled because they're not used to being run. Watch how many guys go down because of heat. For example, we in the Commanders, we open in Tampa. I mean, it's going to be pretty darn hot.
Yeah.
But yet you haven't had your guys get ready from a physical standpoint, from an endurance standpoint, to play 60 minutes because they just don't. So now all of a sudden you get thrown into the fire, and this is where guys really get hurt. And this is where I think if the Players Association took a step back and looked at cutting back as opposed to economics for ownership, the health of the players, healthy not to play any preseason? Is it really healthy not to have guys banging against each other to get themselves ready? I would be dead against eliminating preseason. I think you have to have some work. Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams, even Anthony Richardson, for example, in Indianapolis, he hardly played at all last year. You have a young guy, Drake May, up in New England. Now they're going to get into an entirely different speed of the game. We've seen guys look outstanding during the preseason, 1 series, 2 series. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
There's three different speeds of the game. There's the preseason, the regular season, and then the postseason. And really, to be honest with you, then there's a Super Bowl. That goes to another. So there's almost speeds that this game is played at.
Yeah.
These guys haven't seen at least 2 of them.
Here's a really dumb question. Do you, in practice, do they play actual games in a practice situation? Like if against each, you got the same team, but you play a fake game, so to speak, so they get some of that experience?
Well, I guess you could sort of say yes, Christy, to a degree. It isn't a fake game. You certainly don't hit one another.
Really?
They don't anymore.
But,
we used to.
Well, the new CBA, they cut down on when you can wear pads. I mean, they barely.
Yeah, we used to bang.
Yeah, bang
we
heads
used to
all the
bang
time.
Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Okay.
Yeah. We used to bang at one another all the time. What you do is you basically go through situation football. You have about 35 passing plays, or we used to. We'd have like 15 running plays where guys bang against one another. So these are the runs we want to run, and then what they have is a scout team that has cards, and they show the scout team cards because this is the defense that we expect to see. So they line everybody up with what they expect to see. So it's quite scripted.
Huh.
But as far as playing an actual game, no. But see, my whole approach in practice was I approached it like a game. Playing the position in football is not a spigot where you turn it on, turn it off. If you don't go hard in practice, you're not going to know what it's like to go hard during the game. So I treated every huddle. I forced these guys. Listen, I wouldn't let the guys lollygag anywhere. Couldn't lollygag to the line. I wanted full attention. My huddle was not a democracy. It was a dictatorship. I mean, it was just, I got a lot of stuff to say in a very short period of time, and I need everybody's attention.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, that's what it should be, I would think.
That's the way I look at it. If you want to get good at something, you really apply yourself.
I would not have done well in Joe's huddle.
Joe, did you always see the coaches with they've got their pieces of paper in front of their face with all that stuff? Did you have the thing on your wrist with the numbers and the plays and everything? Well, you see that?
Well,
now?
we actually use a signal system.
Don Breaux, BREAUX, would signal in Joe the plays. Yeah,
Right.
you should ask me that.
We had a numbering system.
Yeah, that's right.
Real quick, the way our offense was set up, it was a 3-digit numbering system. For example, you'd call the formation, say trips right, and then you'd go 989, which our routes ran from 1 to 9. They each had a different designation. A 9 was a go route. A 1 was a quick out. A 2 was a quick post, and so on and so forth. And what we used to do was we numbered our system from the single receiver side to the 2 receiver side, because we didn't have a lot of 2x2s by then, 2 on each side. Mm-hmm. So the first digit went to the single receiver side. That would go basically to Charlie Brown. The second one would be the inside receiver to the 2 receiver side. Now, if you had trips there, it would be the second receiver out, and they would run like a 3, and then the other one would run a 9. So it would be 939. And Don, we had designations like the top of his head, his shoulder, his nose, his chest. If he touched those different parts, that was the indication of the play that should be called. And then there would be certain designations that would be the formations that were called. And we used to sit around and, as a group, as the quarterbacks, and bro, we'd sit there and we'd make up signs. We'd make up different things and, have fun with them. And, but Joe would tell Don what to run. Don would signal it in, and I would do it. And you spend so much time in meetings. As soon as he started to signal something in, say it was 3rd down, I knew what Joe was thinking right away. So most of the time, I never saw the full signal from Don.
Did you ever shake him off? Go, this next one's going to be a Joe Theismann special.
Did it against the Dallas Cowboys in the NFC Championship game.
Well, that was is that the Russ Grimm story where he wouldn't stop that one run, right? Is that?
Yeah, that's right. We ran 50 gut. So what happens is Joe signals in 60 outside. I step in the huddle. This is the end of the game. We got to kill the clock. And, Russ and Randy White have had this ongoing battle, like 2 warriors going at it. So I get in the huddle. I go, all right, let's go spread right, 50 gut. Russ goes, 60 outside. Russ goes, no. I said, what do you mean no? He said, no, I want to run 50 gut. I said, but Joe wants. Now I'm middle management. Okay, I got a really tough decision to make. So I said, spread right 50 gut. We gained 4 yards. I looked to the side. I signal, spread right, outside, huddle. All right, spread right. Russ goes, no. I said, what do you mean no? He says, run 50 gut. 50 gut, 1st down. Look to the sidelines, 60 outside, get in the huddle. Don't even give Russ a chance to. I go 50 gut. I think we ran 10. Finally, I looked at the sidelines and Joe went,
enough.
Forget it.
That's classic.
That was the only time I've ever seen him sort of go, okay, fine. But we had built-in audible systems. If I didn't like something, I could go from a run to a pass. Very seldom would we go from a pass to a run unless we got it. We didn't really get that kind of looks because the offense that Joe created was so creative and inventive that we basically forced defenses into the coverages and into the fronts that we wanted them in. And then we ran the plays accordingly. Right. Today, there's a lot of multiplicity in the defenses. There's a lot of up and down and changing and, obviously formations. And, a lot of times when you see teams with movement, when you see a tight end or a running back moving, all they're trying to do is tell the quarterback, is it zone or is it man-to-man? If somebody moves with the guy moving, it's man-to-man.
Right.
If they stay stationary, you can expect a zone, which helps you read the defense.
Oh, well, these are the good things to know. Joe Theismann is our guest. Joe, it's always a great pleasure. I want to remind everybody that Joe, among other things, has the book How to Be a Champion Every Day. 6 Timeless Keys to Success from Joe Theismann. You can grab that and get yourself a little smarter. What other outlets does one have? Where can one find what you have to say about the games all fall? Are you posting somewhere?
I'm not hosting anything. I'm doing a lot of different shows. I do shows around the country. I do podcasts. It gives me a little more freedom to be able to, if I want to travel with my wife and I want to go on vacation for a while, it gives me a chance not to be locked in. You know what it's like being locked into shows.
You're preaching the choir, Joe.
We're handcuffed to these chairs.
So I like a little more flexibility.
Yeah, Joe, this is like the huddle, and I like to be in charge, but it's not working.
No, it's not working at all. Well, give Jaden all the help you can, buddy. I appreciate it. My goodness.
Hey, thanks, Joe. It's always a great pleasure. Hope to get you back in the studio on one of these trips.
Yes, sir.
Anytime. I'd love to. I love catching up with you guys. I miss you. Chick, we're going to have a good year.
Okay, thank you. You know me. I'm a nervous Nelly. You know that.
Hope springs eternal, Chick. Hope springs eternal.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, Joe.
Thanks so much.
Boy,
Bye.
But, Sarge, you realize the complexity of stuff when you talk to him.
Gosh.
Wow.
I should remind everyone, Joe was handing the ball off to John Riggins during that 50 guts story, by the way, against the Cowboys.
Wow.
Is that your favorite year?
I'm beside myself. Boy, that 17-18, even though we lost 18, 22-26 Super Bowl. That's
what happened in 18?
Boy.
The Raiders cheated. Jack Squire, who shouldn't even have been in the country, let alone on an NFL team. I don't think he was here. Never mind. People don't know what I'm talking about. I tell you what, they love Raycon earbuds, though. And Raycon's best-selling everyday earbud just got even better. They now have active noise cancellation, multi-point connectivity. It lets you pair with 2 devices at once, plus the quick charge function. 10 minutes of charging yields 90 minutes of battery, and the ergonomic design to comfortably fit the widest range of ears, and optimized gel tips for that cozy custom fit. And Raycons also have vibrant new colors like blush violet, forest green, royal blue, and of course the classic black. Raycon offers a 30-day happiness guarantee. So go to buyraycon.com/Tom today and get 20 to 40% off site-wide. You get up to 40% off everything on Raycon's website. Just go to buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
What did Joe say? How many quarterbacks?
65.
65. More than 2 a team started NFL games last year.
And what,
8 of them played on the Colts.
but he's right about
10 on the Browns.
The Players Association got what they wanted. They don't have as much contact during practice, but it's, who's to say it's going to be apparent when these games start.
You want to kind of take notes of what he just said. We'll see how it plays out.
There is preseason speed and there is game speed, and it's a whole different ballgame.
Looking forward to it. When we got some special things that are going to happen when the season starts with respect to winning some cool stuff, prizes every week we'll be telling you about coming up next week.
Did I just say Joe Theismann's right? Of course he's right. He's Joe Theismann.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Oh, there we go.
Hey.
There he is. We're talking to comedian Dusty Slay. And Dusty, I recognize you right away. You got a full beard, though. The stash is your trademark. You got the you're going kind of for the Jesus if he had glasses and a cap on look.
Well, I can't be rolling around out here beardless. I don't need people seeing this chin,
I see.
Great to see you, Dusty.
Yeah.
Great to see you. I'm pumped to be here.
Dusty Slay is a great comedian, and he's got a Netflix special that, as they say, was just dropped. I'll speak English. It was just released.
Yes.
You can see Workin' Man, which got us talking about the band Rush, Dusty, when we heard the phrase Workin' Man.
Well, I'm a little bit of a fan, and someone said that I might get a call from them about some copyright thing with the name, and I said, I'd love to talk to them.
Let's do it.
Well, you've got a tour going, and Geddy Lee has a book coming out, so we're even. Dusty has an interesting background. You were a working man there for a while. You had some real jobs. Weren't you a waiter for a long time?
Oh, yeah. Well, I worked a lot. My dad thinks I'm still in high school. I don't think he thinks I've ever worked a day in my life. He goes, what's this working man thing you're talking about? But yeah, I waited tables. I used to work in Charleston, South Carolina at a restaurant called Hyman's, which is located on the same block as a restaurant called Sticky Fingers. And I'm not making that up, just telling you where it is.
I remember that.
That's a seafood place. Hyman's a beautiful seafood place.
We've been there.
It's great. It is great.
Yeah. And you were a waiter there. Were you a good waiter?
I think I was pretty good. I had a little bit of an attitude problem towards the end, but I think I was good, you know. People would come in there and they would ask for weird things. They'd be like, they'd be like, you know what? I haven't done this joke in a long time, and I even forgot the joke. They're like, these jokes are not on the special. I didn't forget any. They're like, what's a good wine with the fried catfish? You know, and I'm like, I don't know, a Budweiser.
There we go.
It's a hot joke. It's a hot joke.
Dusty, you have done a number of the late night shows. Do you remember what was the first one you did? Do you remember?
Very first late night, I did Jimmy Kimmel, and I never tell people to go watch that one. I feel like that one was not that good. The jokes are great, but I don't know how to prepare for a late night at that point. But my first Tonight Show, very good.
Cool. Well, let me ask you this. Since you've said that the Kimmel event did not go well, why don't you share? What was the first joke you did on it? Do you remember?
Well, I did a joke, trailer park joke. I said, I grew up in a trailer park. We had a lot of fun, but I'm not sure why they call it a park. You know, there were no rides in there, no water slides. We had like an occasional slip and slide or like an old tarp with some Dawn dish detergent. We put our slip and slide over a tree root one time because we was going to jump it. And that's not how that works at all.
I like that very much.
I hit that tree root. I just got up and got a job, you know?
There's a lady in my apartment complex that is a nudist.
Oh.
And
is that right?
Yeah. And
you told me about her.
And she told me about naked pickleball, and I thought that was fascinating. So I wrote a song called Naked Pickleball. Pickleball, naked pickleball. Fun in the summer, nippy in the fall, playing pickleball, naked pickleball with Esther, Clem, and Betty and Saul. Oh, boobs are flopping, knees are bruised, hips replaced, and backs are fused. Saul's sack is waving in the breeze. Took one to the nuts and fell to his knees. Playing pickleball, naked pickleball. Better use wipes in the bathroom stall. Playing pickleball. When nature calls, try not to dribble on your pickling balls. Flapping parts in private places. Esther's hoo-has in your face. Incontinence and eventuality. Now we need to clean up on court 3.
Oh, no.
Playing pickleball. Naked pickleball. Clem's micro dickle is mighty small. Playing pickleball. Naked pickleball. Oh, try not to fall on your pickling balls. Yes, try not to fall on your pickling balls.
Yeah! Woo! Very good.
Thank
you. Very good.
Hi, this is Christy Lee from The Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com. Check out the list for a station near you or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Hey, did you enjoy those videos played in that break? Check out the Bob and Tom YouTube playlist for more great stuff.
Hello, my name is Alexa. If you have a smart speaker and what to hear, Bob and Tom Radio, just say Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn. Now, you try it.
Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
That's the first smart thing you've said to me since you took me out of the box.
so mad. I'm sorry. I'll be quiet.
It occurs when the water in the crops naturally evaporates into the atmosphere.
I love how every week on this show there's a video of so-and-so finally snapped.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
No matter how hard I try, can't keep my hands off my face.
For that.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Once again, big thank you to NFL MVP, Super Bowl winning quarterback Joe Theismann.
Your best friend.
My best friend.
It's fun talking to him.
I got off a bus in Orlando walking into the Dolphin Hotel 30 years ago. And I hear, Chick, hey, Chick. And I look over and it's Joe Theismann sitting on a bench in front of the hotel.
Wow.
And I go, you're Joe Theismann. He goes, yes, I know, Chick. And I go, what? And he goes, everywhere I go, every city I visit, every plane I take, people tell me that there's this Chick McGee creature that loves the Washington Redskins. What is your problem? He says, and then he starts laughing.
That's
and
great.
That's the first time I met him.
Oh, wow.
It was he's the best, and we've gone to games since, and
it's cool. Yeah,
very cool.
And as little as I know, I sure learned a lot just hearing him a few minutes ago.
He's a good guy.
So cool. And he's got some questions about some of these new rules.
Yeah, he's got some points as far as, you just don't get to get used to getting hit in an NFL game overnight,
And he wants to, if he could go back, he'd like to return punts again.
That's the one thing he said he'd like to do.
That's
is return
unbelievable.
punts. Yeah.
I can't imagine doing that.
I'd rather you drop me out of an elevator shaft than
I would drop the ball.
Yeah.
Speaking of dropping the ball, I think I may have dropped the ball today on a certain aspect of our program that is required by law. Of course, I'm talking about.
Sexy man with a deep voice. Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Hey, Chick.
Yes, Ace.
Yesterday, I went to the store. I wanted to pick up 6 cans of 7-Up. When I got home, I realized they picked 7-Up.
Is that right?
Wow.
Brought to you by Sleep Number. Sleep better together. Save now on a Sleep Number smart bed. Only at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com. Sleeping well won't make Ace's jokes funnier, but
didn't really need me for that one, did you? I felt extra silly, but I appreciate it.
I like the ones where it takes me a while to realize that they're done. That they
done.
That they are done. That they are finished. That the actual that actual aspect of it is done. Time now to check in with a little bit of history for you.
Oh, before you do that, I had a quick story we didn't get to. Good. Scientists have discovered matching sets of dinosaur footprints on what are now 2 different continents. Southern Methodist University scientists discovered more than 260 footprints in Brazil and in Cameroon, over 3,700 miles apart. Paleontologist Louis Jacobs says the footprints were made 120 million years ago on a single continent known as Gondwana, which had broken off from the larger landmass.
Is that next to Wakanda? This sounds like something from a movie.
It does, doesn't it? The impressions left in mud and silt along ancient rivers and lakes reveal where land-dwelling dinosaurs were last able to cross between South America and Africa before the 2 continents split apart.
This is a weird story, don't you think? I mean,
it's kind of cool, actually.
Because if you look at the globe, it looks like those 2 could have fit together. So are they suggesting that they just floated over?
Yeah, we've known that forever.
But is that true?
Yes.
Yes.
Just because they fit together, I'm skeptical.
No. What do you mean you're skeptical? They know for a fact.
I've been skeptical about this whole thing, and nobody gives me any traction.
You got to start believing professionals when they speak to you.
They didn't swim over, though. Because there's no way T-Rex could swim with those little tiny arms.
Well, of course not.
Oh, he'd drown.
Yeah.
T-Rex would drown.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I'm skeptical.
Then be skeptical. That's an idiotic stance.
A little dinosaur music.
What's this?
Oh, this was not was.
Everybody walk the dinosaur.
There's your big horns, pal.
I love that.
I wonder if that came out in the 80s. I can't tell.
Yeah. Time down.
That's a great song.
Today in history. Hello, Tom.
What is today?
August 29th.
29th.
Okay, we'll see. Oh, this is impossible. Okay, on this date in 1896,
Yeah.
chop suey was invented.
Wow.
How do they know that?
Because they do.
Yeah.
Willie's right.
If you invented chop suey, you'd write it down, right?
Because it all fit together. And yes,
Questioning
you would write it
professionals.
down.
But it gets weirder. Chop suey was invented in New York City.
We've all know. Yeah, that's another thing that is common
By a guy
knowledge.
named LaChoy, right? Is that what you're going to tell us
I don't
next?
know. This is chop suey. So it's not Chinese then.
It's
Just because it was developed.
It's Americanized. A lot of
Okay.
Chinese foods, Americanized versions
Okay,
of it.
chop suey. All right. Well, here's a good one. This is a good one. In 1958, George Harrison did what, Pat Godwin?
This is a good one, he said.
In 58.
Yeah.
He visited America.
No, he joined the Quarrymen.
Oh, that is a good one.
Named after John Lennon's school, the Quarry Bank High.
Throw you in a quarry.
That's fascinating before they became the Beatles.
What's that?
How about this
Tom
one?
and the Quarry.
2012, this is for you, Josh. In 2012, banana spider venom was found to be effective in what?
I'm not sure.
Oh,
Is it Botox?
No, it's pain relief.
No, banana spider venom found to be effective in treating erectile dysfunction.
Are you going to let a spider bite your...
Wow. That'd be very goth.
That's true. Yes.
Hey, Susie, get the spider. It's time to get a... No, okay. Wow, that's so weird. Happy birthday, Ingrid Bergman, Casablanca.
Yeah.
Charlie Parker, saxophonist.
Why did you say why did you say Casablanca?
Casablanca. Oops. Michael Jackson, born on this date in 1958. The sleepovers are over.
Yes,
Happy birthday to Chris Hadfield, the astronaut, born in 1959, the guy that really did a moonwalk, sort of, or at least a spacewalk. Other than that, kind of a slow day. But chop suey, good to know. It's also a song. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules, or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.